The hell is that, Pete Davidson?
That's one of the greatest songs ever.
Bring back my my old guy music to start this radio show.
What was that?
I actually kind of liked it. I just don't know it. It's Kid Cudi, right?
Kid Cudi.
Pursuit of Happiness?
Yes.
I told Pete Davidson to pick the song this morning.
And now you learn to never do that again.
That's a great song.
No, I think I'm going to go, check out a little Kid Cudi.
Yeah, you should. He's really great. And I'll check out
AC/DC.
Hoobastank, whatever the fuck you like. Found a reason for me.
You don't like mid-90s rock?
He does, though. He was just saying he loves Creed.
No, I do. I like Creed.
So you
Uberstank is just a good fucking band name.
That was a good fucking poll. Hoobastank.
Hoobastank or
What was
Lifehouse?
The reason? Oh, Lifehouse. Jesus, no. Trust me.
I literally thought you made that band name up. Is that a real band?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah.
It was very, what do you call that music? It was just over the top. It was like rock anthems.
Yeah. It was very like a family concert.
Yes. You could bring anyone to those shows.
I don't know why people shit on Nickelback. I think they're great.
I mean, they got some songs.
There's a couple songs that are catchy.
Yeah.
And you were saying Creed, which is like wrecks your whole argument, by the way.
I love Creed.
But I do like a few Creed songs.
There's a hunger longing to escape.
Pete felt like he was going to church when he listened to that.
I love that dude.
He was in here. He couldn't have been cooler.
Oh, that makes me happy.
He couldn't have been cooler.
What was his drug of choice, that one?
He didn't tell us, right?
No, I think he fucking ate poison frogs and fucking all this weird shit.
Poison frogs.
He was awesome, and he talked about. I love meltdowns.
Yeah,
I love when someone talks about a meltdown. There's nothing more interesting to me than somebody who's really freaked out.
We have a couple videos up there. We'll tweet about Scott Stapp on Secret Service calling the White House. I guess he was on his way to the White House to warn the president.
Yeah.
I think in that one, if I remember correctly, he finally came to his senses and was like, what am I doing? And finally turned around. But then there's another one where he ditched his car and was hiding behind trees because he thought he was being followed.
Oh, that just makes me like Creed more.
The White House.
Yeah.
I think you realize that you shouldn't be going to the White House when you're Scott Stapp.
I guess.
Is that when you realized?
I don't know. I gotta go back and listen to some of the stuff. But he was open and honest about it.
That's cool.
And he seems like he's doing okay, but you can see it in his eyes that at any moment
he might snap.
He's back hiding behind trees.
Fucking backsliding.
Why does he look like fucking Aladdin now?
He hasn't aged, though.
Yeah, but no, he never looked like Aladdin.
Do you think it's the hat?
Maybe. He always kind of looked like Triple X. Like when Vin Diesel did Triple X.
Oh, very nice.
That's what I always thought he looked like.
He looks all right. He was definitely cool.
For a guy that did meth or whatever he did. That's... Right?
He was huge.
He was the original Fetty Wap.
Oh, man. No.
Sherrod wants to go crazy.
I don't know enough about Fetty Wap.
You're not a Fetty Wap fan,
Fetty?
Jim?
I'm not saying I couldn't be convinced to like Fetty, but I don't know what his music
Do you know
is.
any of his songs?
No, I don't.
Oh, my...
I'm an older man.
Paul's pulling up. He has one eye, too. You would like that about him.
Yeah.
I probably would respect that.
He crashed on his motorcycle.
You said Fetty Wap and me and Jimmy.
Yeah.
Right over our fucking heads.
Yeah, I'm just so happy that the fucking video of Sabbath with the original War Pigs lyrics that just got released from 1970 in Germany. That's all I'm thinking of. So happy to watch Ozzy sing that. But Fetty Wap, I'll give a shot.
What do you think of this jam?
Let's check out some Fetty.
Fetty's the shit.
It's fine. I mean, it's not. I don't know if I'd go see him live, but I'll say that I'm just tired of raps that talk about the parties. It's always got to be a bunch of chicks in the Stop it. Do something else.
This is
1738.
What he said.
That's him.
I like the placement of the tattoo, too. Right on the hairline.
He's so cool.
Is that his own style?
Is that the latest spot for the tattue? On the hairline?
I don't know, man. The face.
What happened to his eye?
I think he has like glaucoma. That's what makes me like him because he had an interview and they were like, "Yeah, Fetty Wap, we know you're from the mean streets of New Jersey. What happened to your eye?" He's like, "No, I'm sick." He's like, I have I was like, that's cool. I was like, that's mad cool.
Oh, is it Jersey dude?
Yeah, he's from like Jersey City.
Oh, I should bond with him. I had family from Duncan Avenue. Fetty, tell me, the neighborhood's changed, hasn't it?
Why is he walking around with grandma eyes at fucking 20? He's got eyes like a grandma. Who has glaucoma at fucking 20 years old?
Yeah, I've never heard of a youngster having that.
It's ridiculous.
You would think it would be some cool story, like
like
he was in a knife fight or something.
He's in a gang.
And he just broke his leg. He broke his leg because he was on a motorcycle riding with his one eye with no depth perception.
He can't ride a motorcycle with one eye.
A motorcycle with one eye.
He made a left
sunglasses.
He made a left into a warehouse.
It came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I think he could drive a car with one eye, but not a motorcycle. I think that sort of makes sense.
He said, "I'm an ATV guy."
Dude,
that's a little smarter.
have you ever tried to just keep one eye closed? Like the whole, it's fucking awful.
It's bothersome after like 10 seconds.
It's awful.
It's a bad life.
Yes.
Sometimes I close my eyes sometimes when I was doing the treadmill, and if you walk with your eyes closed for a couple of seconds, you literally lose your orientation.
You don't even know where you are.
You have no idea how to walk. I'm going to fall. I got to touch.
You realize that eyes are important.
Oh, they certainly are. That's the title of my new book. Appreciate your eyes.
Walking with one eye is kind of like you ever take your eyes off the stairs when you're walking up, and then you think there's another stair, and you step, and there's nothing there.
Yeah, it's awful.
That's all day.
Exactly. It's my career. High hopes. I see that step, and I'm like, oh, clumsy, you missed it again.
That is the worst step when you think you got one left. Your whole body gets all.
What about when the bottom step is a big step, and you think there's another one after?
That's what I'm saying.
Do a double drop,
and your hip just gets popped out like.
The olive tree. When you walk up the olive tree downtown, they
I
got
miss that step every fucking time.
Oh, I just sit out there and just watch people miss it.
Yeah? Why do they miss it?
Because it's an awkward step. It's not a whole full step.
Going up or down?
Step.
Going up into the olive tree, right there outside.
Oh,
you got to fix that one.
It's embarrassing.
Fix it. I was at the Village Underground last night.
Were you?
I actually saw you walk by. I yelled for you, but there was a whole line. I was across the street. Bonnie McFarlane's Unmasked.
That was last night?
I saw that line. I didn't know what that was.
I told my wife, I'm like, I don't think Jimmy knows what's going on because Rich and Bonnie, you pretty much walked right by them without saying
I had
hi.
no idea. I
know you did. I know you did.
Oh.
And then after the thing, Voss is selling his CDs. I got
No, you got a picture?
As Bonnie's signing her book, she's proud of her book, and it's a big night for her, and there's Voss. He set up shop to sell his CDs after her night.
Oh, God damn it. I wish I would have known.
Really quick, I just got to say, I was sitting next to Voss, and Bonnie comes out to start the Unmasked, and it's Ron Bennington. Big night for her. Everyone's clapping, very, very happy.
Right.
And Voss leans into me, and I'm thinking he's going to say something nice about his wife because it's a big night for her. And he goes, I banged the fucking shit out of her last night. What? I'm like, why do I need to know this?
Nobody wants to know about married couples banging.
Nobody thinks that he could come anymore. So I think he...
But I'm thinking he's gonna like for once be a human being and lean over like, this is a big night for her. I'm so proud of her.
That's his only shot about bragging to fucking a celebrity. This is a woman on stage. He's like, I fucked her. We know you're married to her. It's just not a surprise that you fucked her.
I don't understand. I would just assume people fuck
when they're married. Yeah, it's part of it.
I mean, when you're 15 or 16, you brag about that shit. But when you're middle age at least.
I mean, you can still.
I've never heard a good married story.
The bragging stops when you marry her, I feel like.
Yeah.
But it's weird.
Yes.
It's weird because that's your wife. But, like, you show your friends everything else.
But he leans over. I'm thinking he's going to say something nice finally in his life.
Do you think she'd be saying that if he was having his Unmasked, I fucked him last night?
No. She denies it every day.
Yeah, she'd be Purelling her clit in the bathroom.
He tried to fuck me last night.
He tried to fuck me. Yeah. He looked over at his CDs and he's lost his erection. I wish I would have known. I'm really annoyed I missed that. Fuck, man.
I thought you looked like you had a place to go. I figured you were going to the Cellar.
I was. Yeah, one of the trains was a little delayed, so I was hustling on over there.
Yeah. So then I leaned back to Rich and I was like, "Good for you." Like, how do you answer that? Gives a fuck.
Right.
Nice.
You should have said me too.
There you go. There's your answer.
How was her Unmasked? She's hilarious, Bonnie.
It was great. It was great. I don't know when they're running it, or was it live last night? I have no idea. I probably should have had a nice little plug in front of me. Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, I would have came through.
Wait, that's Louis Anderson. Was he there?
What?
What?
Oh, he did one last week. At where? Louis Anderson.
Yeah, we're gonna have Louis in here next week.
Oh,
Love
he's great.
Louis
And,
Anderson.
You see Baskets?
He's the best one.
He's awesome.
Did you
man.
see the whole?
I've seen every episode.
I've only seen the first
one.
one. Don't tell me the end.
I won't.
The first one's a little slow because they set the whole fucking thing up, and then it's on fire after that.
The chick too,
Martha,
with the glasses.
she rules.
She's unbelievable.
She's a comedian too.
She's
Oh my God,
fucking
that's him?
hilarious.
That's Louis. He just talks in his regular voice. It's genius.
He kills it.
You don't think it's a tranny or a trans? You think it's just an older lady?
Yes. When
Right?
he got rid of the French wife and made her go back to France.
Yeah. Louis is killing
He's
it.
the best character on that show.
And I love that he's not changing up his voice or anything. You believe you're just looking at someone's older mom.
Some fat mom.
Exactly. But that Martha girl's great. Zach plucked her out of obscurity for this.
Oh, really?
They knew each other. She's a comic from L.A., I think the story goes. And he called her up and said, hey, man, you want to be pretty much a co-star in this Baskets?
Is she the one who was driving him in the first episode?
Yes.
Oh, she's a comedian? I didn't know. Okay.
She's very dry.
So dry.
Good for her.
It's a great show, Baskets.
Nails it.
You check it out, Pete.
No, but I've heard really good things.
I think it's,
yeah.
I think it's one worth watching. And then Zach plays his twin brother in it, and he does it so well.
Yes.
You start thinking it's another actor, right?
Yes. He kills it.
Zach plays himself twice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a fucking idiot.
they're twin brothers, but
Yeah.
very, very different. And they also have figured out how to put the production wise where they're in the same
scenes
scene
together, yeah.
and it looks so much more believable than when in the past when they've done that shit.
Even the
You see
telephone conversations.
Legend?
Great now.
With
Huh?
Tom Hardy when he played.
Oh,
Cupid.
yes, of course. That was
That
great.
was fucking
Hardy
Yeah.
killed it. Yeah.
But
Hardy killed it.
Baskets rules, and then there's the black twins in it. I could talk about Baskets all day.
Yeah, it's a good
I
show.
can't wait for Louis to come in here. It's a great fucking
Is
show.
he this week or next week?
Next week.
Oh.
Yeah, and there's I think 8 episodes. Was it 9?
Something like that,
There'll
yeah.
be 10. There's 8.
Oh wait, yeah, we're still going.
There'll be 10. There's 8 that aired so far.
The
Okay.
Black Twins are international DJs.
Right. They're
Fucking-
bragging because they're opening up for the Chemical Brothers. The Chemical
I wish I could enjoy in on this fucking laugh that you
I know.
guys are
To watch a
having.
laughter shared that we can't share.
I'm just getting back for
good
that Kid
show.
Cudi stuff because I felt out of that conversation.
I'm gonna get you into Kid Cudi.
Cuddy's a good dude.
I'm going to check out more of that. Anyway, where were we? We went off on a tangent about Baskets. Voss.
We talked about Voss and Bonnie and how bummed I am. I saw that long line outside the Village Underground.
I should have texted you, but it really looked like you had somewhere to go.
Yeah, I was just going to the Cellar.
I really should have texted you, but
Yeah.
I did yell for you.
Yeah, I did even catch it. I probably
He ran faster. Fucking skirted after you yelled his name.
It was fun. I love that Village Underground, man.
That's great.
That's a great place to see
Yeah,
shows.
it's like the Cellar, but I was talking. I did.
Are you guys doing shows there now?
Yeah, I was there all weekend.
I don't do it because I bomb there.
What?
I'm doing Unmasked there in April, but I don't do typically the stand up there. No, I don't do well.
Why? Is it just a weird?
Is
Is it a weird vibe for a stand-up?
It's a great room, but for some reason I don't do well there. Like Tom Papa does his show there. That Come to Papa, and it's great.
Yeah.
Those crowds are amazing. But the typical stand up, I should start doing it. But
You should do that room. The difference in that room is that there's a little noise in the back part of it because it got that open part to the side to the left.
Yeah.
But you just gotta work slower. I just learned that if you work slower, it's better in that room.
All right.
that's how well the Cellar's doing. They had to put a Cellar's sister club around the corner.
Yeah.
And they call it the Cellar.
Yeah.
There was a sign right on stage, Comedy Cellar.
I was teasing the band like the last couple of months they had left over there. I was like, nigga, your days are numbered.
Really?
Comedy's coming over and taking over.
Taking over.
Then we have the band playing matinees.
Well, it's so much easier with comedians. It's just a microphone. You don't need to worry about sound checks or any of that stuff.
And you get the crowd in and out
Yeah.
faster, and they understand this is a show.
Nobody's dancing in the aisles. They're all just fucking slugging down their booze.
Yeah.
Fucking get out.
You guys,
Get in a car.
You guys got it good. I don't go out that much these days, but that whole area is so fucking cool.
A lot of pussy down there.
I forgot how fucking cool that area is. Between the Cellar
I
behind the
hope I'm
corner.
your age one day and still being like, mad pussy out there, yo.
There's a lot of pussy out there.
Yo,
Even
there's-
if you ain't fucking, it's nice to be around it.
There's so much pussy. There's
just
some,
smelling.
There's
Just
some
smelling
dude
the fresh
with
pussy in the
tinfoil
air.
hair walking around.
Oh yeah, it's the tinfoil dude.
The tinfoil
Shining
hair.
shoes.
Shining shoes. He comes up to you and he goes, I made this shoe polish homemade.
Is he a black guy?
Yes.
Is
He
that
has
the guy that I've been
tinfoil
seeing
in
for
his hair.
years?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, you're not kidding.
No, he's
I
there.
thought you were just fucking around.
No, that's a real dude.
How
I'm
old
not
is he?
that funny.
45? He's like 45.
No, I
That's
think
gotta
he's
be
like
50.
60.
50 something, maybe.
Okay, I've been seeing him for years.
And he makes his own shoe polish?
Makes his own shoe polish.
What the fuck's in that?
I thought he sells drugs.
No.
No?
No.
I thought that was what he called it shoe polish. Oh, he's really shining shoes?
No, he's really shining shoes.
I
you
should
thought
be
some
so much
heroin.
nicer to that guy.
Thought it was some street hair
It
ride.
was some type of the grade of weed.
Some tar.
I'll wear my Aldos next time I do the Cellar.
I thought he had a gold. Didn't he have a thing around his tooth?
Yeah, that
Okay.
frame, like that gold frame thing.
It's tinfoil.
He's the coolest guy.
Yeah, he looks like the type of guy that could snap, though, because you see him all the
Yeah.
time, and he's always trying to sell something.
Yeah.
So guys like that wind up in the paper. One day they've just bitten 8 tourists, fucking snapped. Whatever drug they were on wore off, and they just attacked everyone.
8 tours. It has to be 8. It's funny. So what? He just shines shoes. Does anyone actually
He's kinda
get their
like-
shoes shined by the
He's
guy?
kind of like
Yeah.
the Block's dude.
Mayor, he's like information.
Yeah, he's like indirectly like everybody knows him.
Just
Right.
knows the guy.
I knew
Yeah.
exactly who they meant just by.
Tinfoil hair, really?
No, I didn't know tinfoil hair, but when he said shining shoes,
kind
I'm like, I know that guy. He's been around for years.
What kind of tinfoil hair?
He has tinfoil,
like, say dreads, but
wrapped in tinfoil.
Oh, Jesus.
That must be a new addition. The tinfoil hair was
He
not.
had it for the last couple
He's had
years.
it for a couple of years.
Yeah.
That sounds like a pain in the ass to
You
get
don't want
together.
to miss a message from the mothership.
Yeah, not at all. Fucking guy gets satellite radio for nothing. He's listening to us.
Why pay for this shit?
He breaks some fights and shit too. I've seen him like do like good stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like a problem.
No, he's not a problem. He's a good dude.
No, I mean, if he wants to be a problem.
Oh, he could be. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a big dude. Like,
Don't worry, he's
6'4".
not listening.
Any other characters
No.
down there?
Oh, so many.
Mike,
many.
Mike, who comes in the cellar.
I miss Mike. I ain't seen Mike in a minute.
He was there. He was
Crazy
there
Mike.
about 2 weeks ago. He's
Okay.
a guy. That guy who they said plays by Bob Dylan, and then he just kind of. They said he just did too many drugs. And
Wait, he
just,
played with Bob Dylan?
Yeah.
I saw old pictures of him at Woodstock.
Oh, yeah.
Young face. Fucking. It's crazy how much he changed.
He comes in and he's weird. He's like claps his hands. You ever see that guy, the
Yeah.
old guy?
Oh, that's it.
Yeah,
And he'll move the salts
He'll
on
move
each
the
table.
salt. He'll, like, he does OCD.
Oh, my God, no.
Throws
He's the
salt
best.
over his shoulder.
Yeah. He calls me Coleman. That's all he called me for the last 10 years.
It's really odd that one day I walked in and he just remembered my name. He remembers your name. He's so bizarre. And he'll be like, a lot of times he'll just want a few bucks.
Is that
Yeah,
him?
yeah, yeah.
Mike Bloomfield?
I don't know his last name.
No.
I never knew his last name.
But he played for Dylan. I bet you guys didn't believe that for a while. And then
Nobody believed it.
no one believed it at first.
Manny, the owner of the Cellar, knew him years
Right.
ago. So I think Manny might have told us.
Yeah.
But he said one time he was trying to give Mike's a very bad living situation, and he was told us how he was trying to give Mike suits, and then Mike was going through them, going yes, no.
He's being picky.
And Manny laughed like some of my suits he did
That
not.
rules. That's so
I remember one time Manny gave him money, and then Manny turned back around to the table, started talking, and Mike put the money on his shoulder and left it, and let's left.
Oh, God.
He put it on Manny's shoulder.
Yeah, I've given him money, and all of a sudden I'll see him 6 months later, and he just hands me my 20 back.
Yeah.
It's weird what
Right.
the memories will come on and go in and out and in and out.
And Dylan started right down there. Where? Around
Dylan
the
used
corner,
to play
right?
at the
Cafe Finjon.
Waz, too.
It was called Finjon. It was, and Manny wouldn't let him on stage.
Right.
Manny thought he was no good and didn't have talent. So Dylan mentioned Manny in his fucking biography. This guy Manny Dorman wouldn't let me on.
You can pull up pictures of
Did he finally let him on?
Oh, Manny always laughed at like how wrong he was.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but that's pretty much where Dylan started.
I saw pictures of Dylan at the wall and like video, and then Jimi Hendrix at the wall.
How close is the wall to the
Prior.
Cellar? It's
right next door.
Right next door, right?
Literally
For the people?
next door.
Okay.
This is back when the Olive Tree, actually, in the Comedy Cellar was the Cock and Bull, and it was owned by Manny Rothman, who's David Lee
Lee
Roth's
Roth's,
uncle.
yeah.
Right. And in the WA, that was where like Miles Davis and Pryor would open for Miles Davis. I think Miles flip-flopped them and said, "You close, and I'll open for you." I think it was there, but that was the legendary room.
That's a hot corner, man. A lot of shit went down in the day. A lot of people you now know and love.
Yeah.
Can you
all
click on a
started in
picture?
that area.
Yeah.
Wow, it's
Even
weird to
Harry
see-
Belafonte and motherfuckers like that before.
There's a whole bunch of people that mentioned the Cafe Wa in their books
It's unbelievable.
for being the spot that launched their careers.
Oh, look, it's William Stevenson. He's hosting.
He looks older.
I never liked performing there. They have comedians.
That's the worst.
I used to love it, though. I used to love that room.
That's a weird room. That's the one that's really long, right?
Yeah, but I love that room.
It's a great room.
There's always hot girls in
I
there.
bomb
And,
awfully
There-
there.
yeah, I
don't
would
think
kill
they
the
even do
ball.
it anymore,
They
right?
probably shouldn't.
oh, they don't?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
that's such
But
a...
yeah, one comedian used to go up before the band on the Fridays and Saturdays.
What is that now? Like, what was that down? We're looking right now. There's a little theater next door
It's
to the
still
Cellar,
there.
between the Cellar and the Wa, which is still there.
Yeah.
The Waz on the corner.
What was the Cellar at that time? It was Cock and Bull. Was that
Cock
bar?
and Ball. Cock and Ball, the entrance, there used to be like a long awning out there. The door that we go in now to go into the Olive Tree, that wasn't the door. It was the stairs. You know the stairs right next door, right
Yes.
next to it? That was the front entrance.
Oh.
Where we hang on the side stairs.
Yeah.
They had a long awning that said Cock and Bull.
Oh, okay. And what was the...
What was it called again?
It was like a bar and cafe. Cock and Bull.
Oh, okay, cool.
It was called Cock and Ass.
Fucking ass.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's weird to see that place in Black... That corner, that Minetta Lane is such a...
It's crazy.
And the worst when you get into a cab and they think you don't know where you are and you're like, go to 6th Avenue and they're like, whoa, Minetta Lane, make a right.
Yeah,
Thank you.
go around.
That's local stuff.
Oh, they try
For
to
people
fucking...
below 14th Street.
Yeah.
They try to give you a little tour, do they?
They always do.
Because that is a tourist area. Nothing worse than getting in a cab and knowing that they're trying to take you on a little tour.
You got to let them know you live here. Like, I'll be like, hey, sir, I've been Big Appling for a long time.
Exactly.
Hey, what about that damn Koch? Remember he was mayor? Let him know. Got a history.
They always know where the traffic jam is. Oh, fuck. Should have known, really. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
So what happened in the election last night? I was too busy
Some big
checking out
wins.
Bonnie.
Rubio is
So
out.
it's Hillary's now, right?
Well, Trump won like 3.
He lost Ohio.
He lost Ohio.
He kicked Rubio's ass in Florida. I know that
Kasich.
much.
He should have lost Ohio. If
But
you
he won
can't win
everything
your
else.
own state, Kasich wins his own state.
That's
exactly
why Rubio-
But Rubio was supposed to win his own
but
state.
you know how much fucking bigger Florida is than Ohio? Like, Florida's a big-ass state.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's his home state, but that's a big place to
I think
win.
he only ruled it in the South. Maybe the South he carried, the South of Florida. But
He
Yeah.
did get abused.
in fucking Georgia's basement, fucking up Jacksonville. I don't know if they Rubio fans.
I got a nice surprise on the hotline.
What?
Just as we start talking about politics. Got to go to Jerry Springer. Love Jerry.
Is he there?
Hey, how
Mr.
are you?
Springer, how are you?
I am fine.
I want to introduce you to Pete Davidson's in the room, very funny comic who's on Saturday Night Live. Of course, you know Jim Norton and Sherrod Small to my left. How are you, Jerry?
I'm fine. I love people that are to your left.
Good answer.
That's for the TV audience.
Yes, yeah.
Are you bummed that Bernie is in a little bit of trouble here?
No, I'm a Hillary supporter,
Oh, okay.
and I mean I love what Bernie says, and I have nothing bad to say about him, but I don't see America at this point. If he won the primaries, I don't think in a general election America's ready to go that far to the left. So, and I don't. With this right-wing Congress, I don't want a Republican president because a Republican president wouldn't be able to veto this Congress. Then everything they want to do would become law, and that scares me.
I want to like Hillary. I like Trump, but I actually want to like Hillary. But I can't. Every time she talks, she annoys me. Her public speaking, and it's probably a shallow point of view.
Yeah.
But she talks like that, and I just feel like there's nothing genuine coming out of her mouth.
Lincoln had a horrible voice. Everything you ever read about him, he had a very high-pitched voice, and it wasn't. You can't. We're talking about President of the United States. This isn't someone. It isn't anything from someone you necessarily would want to date to someone you think is going to be a good movie star, someone you think is hot. I mean, none of that stuff matters.
That's true.
Yeah, but Lincoln, you would just assume he would have that very deep voice.
Yeah, you're right.
He looked like he would have
I wouldn't think
a
that.
booming voice. No?
No.
Yeah, I saw a lot of interviews with Lincoln, and definitely had a weird voice.
Very high-pitched.
Oh.
Sleeping in bed with his boy. Yeah, I knew he had a high-pitched voice.
You think that was going on?
Yeah, I know what's going on.
Come
You
on.
know the stories, Jerry.
Come on, Jerry.
You know his best friend.
Keep watching. That's next Thursday.
Come on, Jerry. Let's get into this.
I don't want to sound very dumb, but how do we know what Abraham Lincoln's voice sounded like?
Just from reports.
Oh, reports? No,
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to be a dick. I just literally...
the stuff that was written at the
Yeah,
time.
they wrote about it.
At the time. It was,
boy, that sucks. You could just one person could write anything.
No one
Imagine
else-
he just didn't like you.
Know what else
Yeah.
they wrote about?
And his balls smelled.
Yeah. And he might have went to bed with some men.
Might have went to bed. No, he definitely went to bed with
I'm
men.
going with might have.
A lousy voice, and he might have fucked men.
You're going
Oh
with
no! What kind of
going with
person
might
is he?
Sherrod is saying it's definite. I'm saying might
I
have.
ain't saying he fucked them, but I'm saying they slept in bed a lot.
Why would you sleep in bed with another man unless
you
you were
wanna do
getting
some
some action?
sword play.
Right, Jerry? You understand that, don't you?
That part I don't.
No, I mean, you understand the concept, though, is what I'm saying.
I understand the concept.
Yeah, okay.
What do you think, Jerry? You think Lincoln was fiddling?
No.
Fiddling about?
No, I think that was the... when you read about people of that time period...
A lot of them slept in a bed together. Don't do that Little House on the Prairie logic to me.
I'd rather be cold at night. Are you kidding me?
I wouldn't. Then you would get sick.
That's good. There you go, Pete. Way to bring it back logically.
Yeah, I'd rather have a nice hairy leg on me.
Absolutely.
I'll admit, this was the conversation I was prepared for.
Oh, Jerry, you know us by now.
I know.
We got to go all over the place.
Yeah,
with
we'll
you.
start with Hillary and then segue into Lincoln's homosexuality.
Yeah, we gave you 1 minute to talk politics.
Yeah, next on Springer.
Trump's in trouble. I know he had a big night, but he's in trouble in the general election. He's in trouble. He's got to bring the whole party. Jerry, why don't you explain why Trump's in trouble for real?
Well, it's not likely that he's going to get enough delegates on the first ballot. In other words, the percentage of vote he's getting in each of these primaries that he's winning will not get him to 1,237 delegates, which is 50% of the Republican convention. So that means they have to go to their second vote, second ballot, third ballot. They keep voting until someone gets 50%.
It's going to be great.
Well, after the first ballot, most of them don't have to be committed anymore. So even though they're at the convention because Trump got the vote, on the second or third ballot, these delegates can start voting for whoever they want. So deals are being made and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Why I think Trump may not be... Look, I don't think Trump's going to be elected president of the United States, but I still think they may have to give him the nomination, even though they don't want to, because those Trump delegates and his followers, I mean, they are really committed.
Yes.
If he gets the most votes, and let's say he's close to 1237, if he's close, and then all the bigwigs get together and stop him, even though he got more votes than any other person running for president on the Republican side. The Trump people are good. I mean, look how angry they get already.
Oh, they already feel disenfranchised,
Well,
right?
they'd be right to be angry
about
about
that. If they walk,
that.
the election's over.
They would be right to be angry about that.
Yeah, they would. I mean, I agree. I'm no fan of Trump. I don't want, based on my politics, I don't want him to be president. But that's what the primaries are for. And if he gets more votes than anybody else, if they in a back room or whatever try to stop him from getting the nomination and give it to someone who didn't have half as many delegates as he did,
all hell's going to break loose.
Well, then they're going to hand the election to Hillary at that point.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think... No, you're going to disagree, but I think she's going to get elected anyway.
Well, no, Jerry, that's what I was telling you. In a general election, Trump has major problems. He's got he's got to bring the whole party together first of all, so he can get a lot of those votes.
True.
And
they're fractured all over the place.
Yeah,
and then he has a problem with minority voters and.
Well, yeah, but that's exactly right. I mean, if you look at the demographics of America today, African American vote, Hispanic vote, women's vote, and then you add to that just regular Democrats and liberals, there's a reason that in 5 of the last 6 presidential elections, America voted for a Democrat president. 5 of the last 6. The country's changed. Republicans win the congressional races because of the way the district lines have been drawn, and nothing can be changed until 2020 based on the census. But so you'll continue to have the Congress you have.
I don't mind that in a way. There's a little balance there,
except
Mr.
nothing
Springer.
gets done. I mean, I understand what you're saying.
True.
There is an argument for that, but the truth is nothing then gets done.
Well, Jerry, it's like I say in my book, Party Unification and Gridlock, what we can do. I think...
How many pages is that book?
It's 1,400.
Well, what I like best were the pictures.
Yeah, thank you very much. Hand drawn, my interpretation of these people, because I couldn't get photo rights.
How many pictures are in this book?
Every page has a drawing, yes, but only of wigs. I don't go Democrat or Republican. I only draw the wigs.
Yeah. Well, on our show, you should watch. If you like wigs, you got to watch our show. They are getting thrown all the time.
Oh,
has it changed at all, the Springer Show, or is it the same? Or like Maury is doing so many of the who's the father. Are you doing those, or what do you guys do?
Fuck Maury.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we don't have. Truthfully, we've never done that.
Oh, okay.
Maury
and we
can
just
eat
don't
a
do
dick.
it. Only because I don't want to do anything that's serious. I mean, people on our show get angry, but I don't want to do life-changing issues. We do who you're dating, you're pissed off, but then tomorrow you're dating someone else. So it's nothing real serious.
I want to give you a plug on today's Jerry Springer show. It's Cat Fight Fever.
Oh, that's a great one.
Jesus, Jerry.
Fucking love Jerry Springer.
Cat Fight Fever.
Wow. Fucking legend.
Let's get a clip. Can we get a clip up, Opie? Where's the clip of that?
It's up over there. Cat Fight Fever.
Here we go.
They're pulling out hair extensions and everything.
Yeah.
But then you got a guy with a cat, so what are you doing? A few different angles with the cat thing?
I have no idea. I try not to watch.
Oh, no. How about Cat Williams? I'm just being cute.
Oh, look at these broads.
Jerry has had it with this show.
I do a podcast now, which I really do enjoy.
Ooh, really?
And that'll be the only plug of this conversation. Just go to jerryspringer.com. It's a weekly podcast.
Are you doing obviously you're doing a lot of politics, but you talk about other stuff?
What it is, it's with my best friend for 45 years. I fly every Tuesday evening after doing the shows in Connecticut, the talk show. I fly to Connecticut, and then we do this podcast live at a coffee shop. It's a folk music coffee shop. So it's a half-hour thing. It's 10 minutes of comedy, 10 minutes of a political rant, and then 10 minutes of music. But the music is bluegrass and folk music.
What kind of weed? They got weed there, don't they? What kind of weed they got there?
Yeah.
You smoked the pot? You smoked the pot, Jerry?
Used to.
Oh, I've been smoking podcasts for years.
Oh, Jerry. I love how he found an excuse to go hang out with his friend once a week.
Yeah, well, okay, I pay him. But beyond that...
Is it a Lincoln bed?
So we don't sleep in the same bed.
Right, good.
I'm not a Lincoln.
Wow, that's pretty cool. You just wanted to do something different. So you said you fly. You tape in Connecticut. When you mean fly, where do you fly from where to where?
To Cincinnati, and it's right across the Ohio River.
Okay.
And it's the Ludlow Coffee Parlor. And people come in with their fiddles, their banjos, their guitars, and they play.
That's kind of cool.
They rip their wigs off and throw them around.
Yeah, it's like that party in fucking JFK they talked about with David Ferry and Clay Shaw.
What party is that?
I knew that would get nothing. It was a party they say J. Edgar Hoover used to go to all those boy parties.
Oh,
it's a boy party.
Yeah.
Wearing
crazy wigs.
Worse than Lincoln.
Where do they go? JerrySpringer.com for the podcast?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to have to check that one out.
Check it out. I think you'll like it. But it's fun to do. I just do it because it's fun to do.
Why only a half hour? I mean, you could do 15 minutes of it or 20 minutes of each and make it an hour. I don't know why I had to explain the math. But why only 30 minutes?
Well, sometimes it goes a little bit longer, but the idea is it's a half hour. But you're right, because at the podcast, there's no, we don't have to worry about commercial breaks and stuff like that.
You just wanted to do something different than your show, just something kind of fun and totally different.
Yeah, and I do like politics, and I like the music too. So it's like, it's just a fun thing to do. Honest, I mean, that's it.
Now, Jerry,
give it a listen. You may like it and listen more.
Then you used to tape your show in Chicago, right? Then y'all moved to Stanford.
Right, for 18 years we did it in Chicago, and then NBC moved a bunch of their shows to Stamford, Connecticut, which, as you know, is right outside New York City, so it's that audience.
What the hell is happening in Chicago right now?
What's amazing about it is they have had... Oh, gosh, I may have the number wrong, but it's like 30 or 40 murders already in the first 2 months of the year, and you don't read about that. And the shootings are like every weekend. Double figure shootings and actual murders. Now, admittedly, much of it is gang related, but and the news media there keeps it off the air. I mean, they don't report it.
They don't talk about it.
Would you say most
if
of
it's involved with a police officer, they'll report it. But other than that, and people are just going around killing each other. It's horrible.
Chicago's a mess right now. Now, where are those guns coming from? Canada?
The guns, they're millions of guns in America. I mean, they're coming from every place, legally and illegally.
Why do you think the media doesn't talk about it?
Oh, because they don't want to chase people out of Chicago.
Local TV stations, exactly, and it is in a sense confined to several neighborhoods, and it is gang related. So I'm not saying that everyone's war, but it's still horrible, and we just don't. Trust me, if it was in a wealthy suburban white neighborhood, it would be reported.
It's like I'd honestly rather see some old cunt turn 120.
That's Pete, by the way.
You're a lonely man.
Pete was nervous about going to Chicago before the show. I gotta go to Chicago. I'm a little nervous.
I'm a little nervous. I don't hear great things.
It's an amazing city.
The truth is that, and you know, it sounds silly saying put that aside. It's tough to put that aside, but other than that issue, which, as I said, takes place in certain neighborhoods, Chicago's a great city. I mean, it's like a clean New York.
It's hard to put that. It is hard to put that aside. It's like saying, you know, Beirut has a great hat stop shop. God damn it! I was going to say shop or store. Hat stop.
Yeah, but no. If you just keep working on your material, it's gonna work.
That was terrible. I had 2 words and I combined them into one bad joke. What a gift!
Jerry, I got real stats. Week in progress. March 13th through March 19th. Shot and killed 4. Shot and wounded 30.
Yeah, there you go.
It was probably a bad party.
That's just this week alone, which is not over yet. And then year to date, they're saying shot and killed 106.
Oh, there you go. Okay, I didn't want to just pick a number.
You were way off.
It was an enormous number, and the reason I
shot and wounded 524.
Shot and wounded year to date 524.
That's a lot of motherfuckers.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it really is.
I blame Jerry. I blame Jordan, Oprah, and Jerry for ruining Chicago.
They fucked
all
up
bounced.
that city.
They all got their money and bounced.
Yeah,
and now it's a mess out there.
It's really Derrick Rose's fault.
And Derrick Rose's knees.
Yeah.
I did a portion of it, but
Derrick Rose's
I
knees
can't take all the credit.
I can't take all the credit.
I don't know.
As soon as they bounced, though, Oprah left, closed Harpo, Jordan bounced, and Jerry Springer went to Connecticut.
Those were the big 3 from Chicago.
But I still got a place there.
You do? Do you go?
Well, our daughter lives there, and grandson, and whatever. So,
okay,
yeah, we're there a lot.
In the
suburbs, our home is Sarasota, but I'm there a lot.
Your family's in the suburbs of Chicago. Let's get it straight.
Yeah, Evanston.
There we go.
All right.
Not in the heart of it.
So they're not worried. They're not worried in that neighborhood.
No, my helicopter drops me off.
14 women helped across the street.
Yeah, I think if everyone had a helicopter, it wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
Do you miss Chicago? I know I love to get out to the Windy City, as I say, and really just get a little deep dish. Jer, go.
Yeah, go. Yeah, it's some of the finest pizza in America. No, I'm there a lot. You know,
I liked
this weekend.
I love Chicago.
Did you ever get hassled there, or no? Did you have any problems?
Did I ever what?
Did we have any problems with that gang, or did you know exactly where to avoid?
Oh, the gangs love me.
Do they?
Sure.
You know what?
God.
That's a great point.
Of course they do.
I walk into gangland and they're going,
yes, he
Yeah,
can
you know
walk
what?
in the ghetto and be fine.
Jerry could solve that problem.
That's a good.
The more I think about it.
I didn't even think of that. So when you go to a gang neighborhood, nobody fucking bothers you.
Well, I mean, I don't know they're gang members. I go into all kinds of.
Yeah, well, I doubt he's walking around going, "Hello, homies."
Well, I mean, they don't have to. You have to. They don't. You know, you kind of know they're gang members. It's like, wow, 40 guys decided to wear the same color hat today. What a coincidence!
They could be a baseball team, Jimmy.
Exactly. It's either the Cubs or I'm about to get shot.
Wow, all these
It's
guys
hard to tell. They drive you by so fast. Sometimes you can't see their clothing.
Oh my God! You could solve the problem, Jerry. I think
They all love him.
I think this is your new thing.
Next week.
You got some headlines yesterday. I saw no way Trump wins presidency, and basically you're saying America's not going to vote for Mr. Trump in the general election.
Right.
He's got real problems. He's got to unify the party. He's got to start there at least.
I think honestly, I don't even think it's that kind of a political problem. I just think the stuff that is getting a lot of coverage and, some people think is entertaining or whatever, when you really, the last few days before you're going to go into the booth and say, you know what, we're now voting for the leader of the free world, people get pretty serious. So now I'm not saying a lot of these Republicans will wind up voting for Hillary, but they just won't vote for Trump. They'll just not vote or stay home or not vote for president, and they'll vote for the down.
Yeah, you find him entertaining. You have to.
How can you not?
Well, I had I liked him. I worked for him for a little bit because when I did the Miss Universe pageant.
Someone's bragging.
Ooh, dude.
So I didn't have anything against him personally. I don't have anything personally. I just
politically.
Yeah, I don't like his views politically, and we always probably were on opposite sides of the fence.
Right.
Yeah.
Although he isn't ideological. It isn't like, with Krause, you're going to get someone who's really right-wing.
Yes.
With Trump, it's the personality that's a problem. It's the judgment and his knowledge of world affairs and stuff like that. honestly, he just doesn't know any of that
He's
stuff.
right about China.
Well, partly. Only partly.
He wants to build a wall in China, which is just bizarre.
You know,
they already have one. Get it?
Yeah.
yeah. But he'll bring back Christmas, so that's good.
Oh, yeah, that's one of his things. He's discussing.
Yeah, that's the international issue.
Yeah, he said some dumb stuff.
What, instead of
back
Happy
on the
Holidays?
Starbucks. So next year it's going to be Merry Christmas right on the Starbucks card.
But is Rubio any better? Like, Rubio loses it. He goes, I guess it's not God's will. It's like, oh, shut up, Marco. Like, who wants to hear that shit?
Here's my theory. I think, and then I'll stop. I think Trump was inevitable. And none of us saw it coming. But 20, 30 years from now, people are going to look back at this era and say, he was inevitable, because for the last 35 years, ever since, well, one of the places was when Reagan said government can't solve problems, government is the problem.
Yeah.
Ever since then, we have raised a generation of Americans to hate Washington, to hate government, to hate politics, to think everyone's corrupt. Every commercial you see, every political commercial you see is how the other guy's a bum. So you raise a whole generation of Americans to hate Washington. Of course you're ultimately going to get someone running for president who's not part of government, who's never been in government, and who hates the government.
Well, that's healthy, and it's also, it started at Watergate probably long before Reagan.
Yeah, well, we didn't know. Yeah, that gave us reasons. Well, it started maybe with Goldwater in terms of government is a problem, but it became popular with Reagan. And these kids that grown up, they're adults now. They hate the government. And if you're going to run for president, you have to be known. So the only two areas outside of government you can be known in our media culture is you're either an entertainer or you're in sports. Well, sports guys are too young to run for president, so it was going to be someone from entertainment. Did we know it would be Trump? No. But we knew at some point, or we should have known, that an entertainer will run for president.
Well, we've already had that. Reagan. Reagan was an actor. That's
right, but he also had. That's true. But he also had
some politics in there.
He was governor of California.
Right.
Yeah, Reagan was.
That is a good point.
He was an entertainer years before.
Right.
Yeah. And even then, it was questionable.
2 seasons ago, Trump was on fucking Apprentice. So
that's true.
But Jerry, do you dislike government and what they do down there in Washington?
No,
do you still believe?
I think there's a lot of what government. Look, there are some bad people in government, of course. There's some bad people in business.
A few bad apples.
Bad people in everything. So, but no, I think there are a lot of things that only government can do. No one complains about this. About what no one complains about the fact that we have airports and we have people that look at the food at restaurants or look at the medicine to make sure it won't kill us. No one complains that we have a national defense. No one complains that we're trying to find out who the terrorists are. That you have a police department, a fire department, a transit department. Of course, we want. There's a lot of things.
Well, Jerry, no one complains when they're doing what we pay them for. When they're doing what they say they're going to do with our money, of course we're not going to complain. It's when they lie and when they continually misspend it and give it to things that most of us don't want them to give it to. That's when we have a legitimate complaint.
One of the problems is that if everyone could take care of the things that they want for themselves, then you wouldn't need a government, then you just pay for it yourself. The reason you have a government is because everyone needs the contribution of something. If, for example, you personally don't have enough money, let's say you wanted to be a doctor, to build a medical school, train the doctors, get the medicine that's necessary, you need a lot of people pitching in, and then all of a sudden there's a medical school that a public medical school that you can afford to go to.
It takes a village.
Everything needs so a lot of things look. I pay my taxes, let's say, for the fire department in the city I live in, and thankfully so far we haven't had a fire. So what am I going to say? Well, I don't get a fire. Why should I have to pay taxes?
Get that money back.
There you go.
Or start one.
Yeah.
Start a fire.
Yeah. Did you hear that Billy Joel song?
Trump would say.
Yeah.
Are you surprised? Are you surprised the Republicans didn't groom better candidates, knowing they hated on Obama for all those years, and then they finally had a chance to step up and they gave us some really weird choices, didn't they?
Yeah, but that happens a lot. Because a lot of them on paper, look, I don't like their views, so obviously I'm biased. So, but if you take the views aside, on paper, I mean, you get a guy like Kasich, you get a guy, you look on paper, oh my gosh, well, he's qualified. There's no question about
except for the abortion thing. The abortion thing scares me.
With Kasich?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate his views. I mean, I understand that. But I'm saying that's a separate question from are you qualified?
Right.
For example, and I know some of you there are going to disagree with me, but we have never, in 100 years, we have never had someone running for president who hasn't been president before, in other words, running for re-election. We've never had someone running for president that is as qualified and knows as much and is educated as much about everything that a government does than Hillary Clinton.
Oh,
I mean, you could have a discussion. There is no.
Did your wife tell you to say that?
No. Trust me, I know her. I am telling you, you have never been in a room with someone that knows more about it. Now, you may not like her views on certain issues. You may think she's not charismatic. There are all kinds of things you could say about her. But in terms of the knowledge, there's no country you can talk about, no international incident, nothing, that she doesn't know more than you. Or
she didn't know a lot about Benghazi.
Yeah, yesterday
she didn't know a lot about the war zone. She said she was in. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Here comes the cat fight.
Totally. She understands. That doesn't mean that there aren't people that are going to try to blow you up. I mean, that's absurd.
Yeah.
Eisenhower did great during World War II. That didn't mean a lot of Americans were killed.
No, Jerry, I meant that she lied about being in that war zone, and Sinbad had to correct her. That's kind of psychotic.
Look. These are imperfect people in terms of things that they exaggerate, and
and she lied.
Okay, well, and so do you sometimes.
Yes,
but
you're right. But I'm not trying to run the world. I'm just a dick joke comic.
But there has never been a human being that, in telling a story, hasn't in a moment or two embellished it. So that's not a realistic, because then you can't have a president. You can't have anyone be president.
But I know what you're saying about we all embellish stories. But
because if she had your positions, you would say
you're wrong. She's not. No, Jared, you're wrong. I wouldn't say that. She's not as far off my positions as you think she is. I don't particularly like her for reasons like that. It's not her politics that I hate. I don't like her. But I don't hate her politics. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, I really don't.
Okay, well, that's fair. If you don't like her, fine. All I was saying is there's no one that knows more about the running of a government.
Okay.
She's been the Secretary of State. She's been the United States Senator. She lived in the White House for 8 years. Now you fill in the joke.
I get it.
And
she's smart.
It's like a professor in college. It's like, hey, this professor's the smartest professor on campus. But you know what? He just ain't for me.
Yeah.
Well, I get that. I mean, I get that people don't like certain personalities or whatever and don't like... I get that. I was just saying, if you're talking about someone who's qualified, that's what I was saying about Kasich. Kasich is qualified. I don't like his positions.
Yeah, Kasich is qualified. I agree, but I don't like his positions either. It scares me. I'm a guy who had at least 9 abortions just to get me through my life.
You're so fucking cool, Sherrod.
Thanks, yeah.
No, he actually had them. It was a really weird thing.
Myself, yeah.
They're saying Kasich is back in the race now that he won Ohio, but
no, he's not.
Yeah,
Ohio can suck my dick.
The math doesn't work out for him.
You hear that, Ohio? Jim Norton says his regard.
That's right, lucky state.
Why don't you suck his old cock? A cocksucking state.
Hey, he doesn't have a shot.
Ohio's an all-in state, so if you win, you get all the delegates. But that's what it was. So he got that.
So he got a nice bump.
He stopped Trump from winning it all.
Has less delegates than Rubio has. And Rubio pulled out.
I don't know why these guys are celebrating winning their own state.
Exactly.
Well, I understand
it's a big deal, Sherrod. How would you feel if you won New York?
Remember, if you're not Trump,
yeah, exactly.
If you're not Trump, all you're trying to do at this point is stop Trump from reaching 1,237 delegates.
Right.
So every time someone else wins delegates, it makes it tougher for Trump to get over the hump. And that's all they're trying to do, because their only hope is that if he doesn't get the 50% to automatically be the nominee, then they can do things at the convention to try to give it to someone else.
And that was Romney's strategy.
Yeah.
Romney basically said, go vote for Rubio in Florida and go vote for Kasich in Ohio.
Backdoor deals.
And that fucks up Trump.
Backdoor deals at the convention.
That's all they're trying to do, but they're going to pay for that.
Oh, it's going to be fist fights at the convention. This is going to be the best convention.
I know it's going to be.
Since 77. It's going to be... Oh, it's going to be amazing.
Why 77? Was that?
Whenever the last time they had
Well, that's what I want to know.
situation.
When was the last convention that was a little out of control?
It's like the 70s, right?
76.
76.
When Reagan ran, when Reagan challenged Ford at the Republican convention, that was the last time.
Didn't Reagan have more delegates going into that?
No, but what they're saying is, no, Ford... Oh, going in?
Yeah. Why was he challenging Ford at the convention?
Well, because remember, Ford had never been elected president. He was
right.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, he was.
He got in because Nixon got thrown out.
Got it when Nixon left.
That's back when.
Boy,
Penny
that guy was clumsy.
Yeah.
Ford? Yeah. Banged his head a few times.
Okay, guys.
What? We're having fun, Jerry.
What's up, Jerry?
Come on, Jerry.
I gotta go.
Yeah, we have to.
All right, where are you going?
You're going to spend some of that money.
Yeah.
Are you doing shows today?
No, I'm not doing shows today. I'm doing. I do the Price is Right, the national tour of The Price is Right.
Oh, really?
So I got to shoot some promos for it. Yeah. And we do it in theaters and casinos across the country.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow. That's a nice little gig.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun to do. I mean, yeah, that's just a fun show.
Well, Jerry, we love you. You know
You
that.
guys, I love you guys. Honestly, it's great. And I'd love to be on actually in the studio because I'm paying for this phone call. This is
Jerry.
okay.
You got some of that cat fight money. You're all right.
Yeah.
The plug for the podcast? That sounds interesting.
Podcast.
Yeah, just go to jerryspringer.com and hit podcast, and you can pick whatever subject you'd like to hear about, and there it is.
Great. Thank you, Jerry. We appreciate you getting
Great.
up and talking to us today. All right.
Thank you, pal.
Okay.
All right.
Easy.
We'll see you
Bye-bye.
soon. Jerry
Love you
Springer.
so much, Barry.
Jerry.
I can't believe he voted for Bernie, though. It surprises me.
He didn't vote for Bernie?
I said he's not. He's
Oh,
going
you
against the tribe.
Oh, you think he would be a big Bernie guy?
Why not? It's the tribe.
Oh, right.
What, because he's Jewish?
Yeah.
You gotta answer somebody in the synagogue for this.
They stick together. Yeah, why didn't you ask him that? That would have been good.
Yeah, way to go, Sherrod.
I didn't want to Jew it up in here early in the morning.
Oh, you should have done that. We're going to take a break. Pete Davidson in studio. What are we plugging, Pete? Hollywood Improv in L.A., March 20th?
That's sold out.
Sold out.
So I guess there's
Someone's got a case of... Someone's got a case of Big Shot.
I also had 10 abortions. Anyway.
10?
Yeah.
You outdid me?
Yeah. The main ones that I would like you guys to come to, there's still a few tickets left for the second show at the Wilbur Theater in Boston on the 23rd of April, and my special April 30th, there's like 20 tickets left for the 10 p.m. So if you want that.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be sold out.
Come by.
Go get those tickets immediately.
Thank you very much.
We're happy for you taping that thing.
Thank you, guys.
Are you taping it in Boston?
No, I'm taping Skirball on the 30th.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got a seat.
Yep.
I got a seat. Jimmy's taking the weekend off, but then he's back on the road next weekend.
Yeah, Portland, Oregon, the 25th, the Aladdin, and I know Oregon, and then the Paramount in Denver, Colorado, March 26th, and then the week after that, it's Philadelphia and Wilmington, Delaware. I have a whole bunch of stuff.
Jimmy!
A whole bunch of little jokes to tell.
Busy out there.
Yeah, the tour is going really well.
Oh, Jimmy.
I'm happy for you.
It really is.
Me and you both. I couldn't.
Jimmy's doing very well out there.
I don't know. Oh, guys.
And Sherrod.
Yes, I'm back out there with Trey. And I'm working on a show, nigga.
I know. Good for you, buddy.
What show?
My A&E show that got picked up. The Week in Black
good,
and
buddy.
White.
Good for you.
Weekly joint.
Yeah.
Created it with Christian Finnegan.
Nice.
We just found out we're going to get, Writers Guild writers.
Oh, very nice.
Get
So
you
they're spending some money.
some of that bread.
Some of that bread.
Some of that bread.
It's going to start airing first week in June.
Great. All right. And we got Carrot Top coming in today.
Oh, really?
Yes, that was a
Nice.
last-minute booking.
Well,
We like Carrot Top.
very
I love
clutch.
Huh?
I said very clutch booking.
That was shots fired right there.
No.
Shots fired.
No, I know shots when I hear 'em.
What? Those AT&T come on, man.
What you got against Carrot Top?
I have nothing against Carrot Top. He's actually
will
one of the
kick-
reasons I started comedy.
And he will
Because you
kick-
thought you could do better than him.
No, because I wanted to be the AT&T spokesperson.
he'll kick your ass.
Yeah, I'm not saying
He's
shit.
fucking
Let's
ripped.
get it all out now.
Rip don't mean you can kick somebody's ass.
Yes, it does.
No, it does not.
I don't know, man. I feel like he's
I hear
like
Sherrod could scrap.
I heard he's a really nice guy, and
He is awesome.
I would
Not
love to
gonna
be very
lie.
nice to him.
He's very cool.
No, he's the best.
I like that he owns it.
He's the best.
He can't itch his head anymore, but
What do you mean?
He gets very big muscles.
He can't reach up there?
he can't reach up there anymore.
It's the
But
weirdest
besides
thing.
that, he's an awesome dude.
It's like seeing a diesel Carol Burnett coming at you.
Right. He's been on a few times. He's been cool to us. So
Yeah, he's the best.
who else we got today? Eliza
Dushku.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh,
Very
Dushku.
excited for Eliza Dushku.
Is that the...
Take a trip back down memory lane.
Now, she's not with Rick Fox anymore.
Nope.
Is that correct?
She is not.
Look at this nigga's right.
She's not up with that fucking 7th player on the fucking Lakers when they made their run.
That's right.
That
Oh,
fucking
candy eyes.
come in for 7 points and look cute, motherfucker.
You mean Vanessa Williams' ex? Yeah, what a loser.
Rick Fox was in Holes. Remember when he started acting?
Yes, he was in Holes, yes.
Yeah, he was in Holes.
Yeah. Good old Rick Fox. Where is he these days?
He's still acting. He got a lot of...
He's acting, man. He's a Bollywood dude, I think.
He was running through a lot of... When AC Green was a virgin on the Lakers, Rick was tagging everything.
Good old Rick Fox.
AC Green.
Look at those. AC Green was a virgin his whole time in the NBA.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes,
Unbelievable.
remember the wife, too?
What?
The wife would fucking follow him on the road to make sure he's...
Oh, no, that's a different chick, right?
I thought it was AC Green's
No,
wife.
you talking about what's the name from Basketball Wives? Christy.
Help me out. There was one wife that followed her man on the road to make sure he wasn't fucking around.
They were on Basketball
Hey,
Wives.
that's true love. I don't know what you're shitting on.
Oh, no, what's the story? Oh, man, we got to get the whole story during the break. You sure it wasn't AC Green?
It wasn't AC Green, because AC Green was straight up virgin.
But he wasn't married.
He wasn't married. In the NBA.
Right.
For fucking 15, 20 years.
Hey, I don't understand what's wrong with that. It seems like a really
I
nice
think it's
guy.
amazing.
I think
It's either amazing or it might be a little something else going on there.
Like you think he might want a
A
little
little something else. I don't know. I don't know AC Green.
have to go there, you guys?
Lincoln bed. You think it might be a little Lincoln in him?
If you're in the NBA traveling around the country
And girls throwing puss at you.
and you're a single dude and you choose to be a virgin, there's something going on there.
Are you religious? Were you molested?
He was
Are you
religious.
gay?
He was
Oh, okay.
religious.
Well, the religious thing, you can't argue that too much, I guess.
But
as
you
far
got
as that
religion
goes.
against NBA ass.
That's
still a formidable fight.
That's a mean pussy. Makes you change gods. I see fucking Harlem Nights.
Yeah, Red Fox.
You really believe in God at that point.
Pussy make you change.
I mean, that's the biggest accomplishment, I think.
You talk to any of these players and they tell you, man, every hotel, they're just waiting for you in the lobby,
Yes.
and at the bar, just a ton of them.
And now with Instagram and fucking all this,
You got to help me, though. Who's the player? The wife went around,
It's
and it was on
Christy.
one of these reality shows, and it was so embarrassing to watch because she's like, yeah, I don't trust him, so I'm on the road with him.
pull up Basketball Wives.
Was it Basketball Wives?
Because his wife is on the show. He's on the show with his wife.
All right, you know what? We do have to break, so we'll figure it all out, and hopefully we'll have some kind of answer to that next.
Light-skinned dude.
We're going to eat.
Yeah, let's find out why.
Yeah, we'll find out. That kid in North Korea got 15 years of hard labor.
He was a student. How old is he? He has 23 or so?
He was crying like
I would, yeah.
Holy shit.
He was antagonizing, though. He definitely was antagonizing. I think he had a flag or something.
He tried to steal a propaganda poster.
Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Wait, that's just for stealing a poster?
In North Korea.
Yeah, in North Korea.
So that's why.
Wait, where did he try to steal it from?
From North Korea.
Like from a hotel?
From like a place that was, yeah. It was like hanging out.
Oh,
and he was leaving the country with it.
He was, I believe he was trying to.
Man, that's just crazy.
On his way out.
Do your time, stupid.
Oh my God, that's crazy. If I went to North Korea, I would be on my best behavior.
Stealing something, man?
What? No, thank you.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Him pleading in front of everybody, and these guys were just staring at him like, we don't care, we don't care.
So, is that like,
where are you there?
Wow.
There you go.
is that like jail?
Hard labor, yeah. 15 years hard labor.
So he's going to be in jail for 15 years. In North Korea?
It's worse than jail.
Yeah, he's going to be like
Hard labor. It's labor camp.
He's going to literally be just moving rocks around for 15 years.
He's like your age.
And the big rocks.
Can we
He's
hear it?
6'5". He's the tallest person in the country right
He
now.
confesses to a severe crime. I guess they told him you're going to get death penalty. You know, whatever. Can we hear him?
Yeah.
That's a severe crime.
I understand the severity of my crime, and I have no idea what sort of penalty I may face. But I am begging to the Korean people and government for my forgiveness. And I am praying to the heavens so that I may be returned home to my family.
The student said he'd been offered a prize of a second-hand car if he could bring back a trophy to present to an American church. North Korea has a history of detaining foreigners who then confess to alleged crimes against the state.
I have made the worst mistake of my life.
Oh my.
You never want to be in that position. And they're just staring at him like, this isn't going to work with us, stupid.
But as a government, like, When you see someone stealing a poster, like what motivates you to keep the guy for 15 years?
True.
Like, I know
This is from the U.S. It's an anti-state crime.
Right.
Fucking blow it out your ass. That's what I would say.
But why? I mean, why would you take that chance? That's nuts.
I would say, give me all you got, Korea. Yeah, I took your fucking poster.
I would say I hope they send Dennis Rodman over or something. You know, I'd probably get a big laugh at that.
Dennis will go get him.
Every time North Korea comes up, you have to go back to the Dennis Rodman thing where he brought his friends over there and they realized
Charles
quickly. Charles Smith, thank you. I got to go there every time. Charles Smith realized, oh, fuck, I made a mistake coming here.
Oh, what, when they're all playing for a fucking terrible person?
Charles Smith thought Dennis Rodman had it all figured out, and then when they're doing that first news conference, you see Charles Smith's face, and he's like, I just want to go home.
Oh, no, he's an ass.
Didn't they all get like fucking $2 million apiece to play a game?
Was it that much?
They got a lot.
It was sick.
Oh, so it was a money grab.
Yeah.
But Charles Smith's like,
And they didn't get paid like that in the 80s, right?
Sure.
No, they needed that money.
They didn't get that
No,
money
some
like
of those guys
that.
needed that money.
Dennis might have got $10 million for that shit.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. Who?
I'm begging to the heavens, please.
What was the church that he was stealing it for? First of all, they probably said bring in the most interesting. I doubt they said bring home a North Korea thing, did they?
Why didn't he just go to a gift shop?
What church is this?
Gift shop, North Korea.
Boo.
A used car and like $5,000.
But yeah, like why?
Let me ask you something, buddy. Was it worth it, Frederick? Was it worth the Corolla and $5,000? He's gonna spend 15 years cleaning the cars that he could have got if he would have fucking stole that flag.
How big's the poster of the flag?
I don't know.
Why did he admit that he was stealing it for that instead of saying I wanted a memory of the place I went to?
I don't know.
I would have been like, listen, I didn't even like the interview. Like, I would have said, like, just any crowd-pleasing thing in North Korea.
Was that the poster next to him right there? That's the poster he was trying to take?
I think so. They just stared at him.
It is a good poster.
When he was,
His overacting was a little much.
Well, actually, it's a Banksy original, and they don't fuck with that. So, yeah.
Oh, that sucks. 15 years hard labor.
Screwed.
Yeah, I want to hear more.
But what is
What is hard labor?
What is hard labor?
I think you just move rocks
Breaking
around.
rocks.
Is it watching their version of TV? It's fucking awful.
TV?
You know, like North Korean friends?
It's like, did anybody direct this, or is they're just like, fuck it, just.
Do you ever see the aerial photo of North Korea versus South Korea at night?
Yeah.
No,
It's
They
just
have
dark.
no electricity
Dark.
or whatever. They turn everything fucking off.
From the satellite, they take that picture. It's like all lights right here
I
to
do
the
that.
line.
I do that at my house.
Man, well, that's smart.
Yeah,
you're saving,
when you
you're
come
saving
over.
money and
I've been
energy.
told when you sleep over my house, it's very Korea-like.
Like, North
Yeah,
Korea.
yeah.
Why? What
Because
do
I
you do?
shut all the lights off, and in the middle of the night, sometimes at 3 in the morning, I go, "Get him! Get him now!"
Look at that photo from space. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, what's
That's
that
sad.
one? What's the one light that's lit?
That's
what
his mansion.
That's his mansion lit
It
up.
looks like
Yeah, he forces everyone else to turn their shit off, and he's got his blazing.
There's a time limit on when the
why does
lights...
it look familiar? Oh yeah, it looks like someone's chest.
God, that's such a shitty country. Why doesn't South Korea fucking do something about it?
Like what?
I don't
Lose
know.
another
Is
war?
South Korea the good one?
They really stink.
South Korea is the good one as far as we're concerned, and
So
then,
they're
but
the
China,
Knicks
China
and the
pays
other ones are the
attention to North Korea, right?
Yeah.
That's the problem.
That's why North Korea has an endless supply of soldiers because they just flood down. The poor people flood down through China, and you can never beat them.
Could China help get this guy out?
I'm sure. But then if you're from North Korea and you go to South Korea, they hate you.
Really?
They don't treat
but
you
they're
well.
neighbors.
They don't treat you well.
It seems unneighborly.
They're not understanding that you
Yeah.
just left a horrendous situation and now you're in South Korea. They look down upon
They
you
don't have that
in a
Jersey
really
New York
bad way.
relationship.
Yeah, they probably don't think welcome aboard. It's been a rough ride for you.
Rough ride.
Wow, that's space photos.
It's only a matter of time, though, before that border opens up.
Oh, I don't know about that.
It's only a matter of time.
I think we should get him out.
It's only a matter of time. Once they need food at some point next spring, you're going to be in it to next spring. That's when we'll get them out, baby.
I'm actually writing a movie about his experience, about a secret government operation to break him out. And they do it with karate.
Okay. All right. That could work.
Yes.
What's it called?
I don't know. There's no working title. It's called the Untitled Jim Norton Karate Project.
I saw that.
Yes.
On IMDb.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Hey, we found the wife. It turns out to be Doug Christie, I guess.
Yeah, Doug Christie's wife, Jackie Christie.
She is a problem.
If you're married to her.
Doug Christie was on the Kings. Right?
Yeah.
Didn't he play for the Knicks for a little bit?
Maybe like a minute.
I feel like
I remember him being on the Kings with like Stojakovic and
Remember when he got
even before that.
He got into that fight on the court, and then his wife ran down from the stands, went to the tunnel, and fought the dude in the tunnel.
Oh man,
they got footage of it somewhere.
How embarrassing! Your wife jumping in there and fighting.
Oh yeah, that's pretty embarrassing.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he was on the Knicks when they went into the finals in '94. 94 to 96, he was a Knick. I thought he was a Knick back in the day. Anyway, this Jackie Christie doesn't fuck around. What'd you find, Paul?
She purdy?
She watches him. She looks over him when he's watching his porn, right?
He only can watch porn with her.
Oh. She says that he's allowed to watch adult movies, but she has to be with them. If not, it will be a problem.
I wonder what happened with them in their relationship, or is she a dominant over him? And he likes it, or is she just a nag?
I don't think there was ever an issue that led her to this. I think this is her.
Well, why don't you just get rid of her?
He loves her. He loved it. He loved being fucking.
Yeah, then I don't feel bad for him.
She says, I feel like I give my husband enough that he should not even think about wanting to cheat. And if he, like, we watch movies, we watch adult films, I'm not even going to lie, but if I'm involved, I could say, isn't she pretty? And he can say yes. But if I come in the room and he's watching it, I'm a take his head off.
I'm a take his head off.
I need to be involved. I got to be involved. I have to be in control of everything.
Oh, good. She's not an annoying burden to live with.
and then she hits the road with him to make sure he doesn't cheat.
Oh, good.
Yeah. She used to go to every game, every NBA game.
All those fucking signings, all that crazy pussy that you get at signing your jersey for people that used to be fans of you.
Right. Doug,
going on she's nuts. All right, read this one, Jimmy.
Overprotective. His overprotective, suspicious, insecure wife accompanied him during interviews with certain female reporters to be certain there was no funny business. She also felt uncomfortable with female Raptors staffers having access to the players' locker room, so Doug changed clothes in a separate locker room.
Oh, poor guy.
Now that's embarrassing.
What? Oh my God!
That's her.
Well, he deserves it for tolerating it, unless he likes it. And there's something about it he likes.
Yeah, I think that's his thing.
And
they've been married for, 20 years?
And he's a religious man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something
That's a little
there.
too much.
Yeah, it's a little.
That's a little
I mean, not
much.
being able to watch porn by yourself is pretty.
I mean, I like to have, somebody who
You like to have company?
I like company. But I also like to have a little alone time,
Yeah.
It's important.
Yeah.
Yes.
If we can have alone porn time.
Maybe she caught him watching something one time.
Some like risky stuff?
Yeah, maybe he was exploring a little bit. Like maybe there's a woman sucking two penises and the penis heads were rubbing together in her mouth and she went, wait a minute. He's like, oh, hey, I didn't know that was going to happen.
I remember when Jordan, a buddy of ours was living with Jordan. And I remember the first month he was like, yeah, man, it's great. We're just hanging out. And then another month went by and he pulled me aside. He's like, yo, man, for real? I just want to jerk off comfortably again.
Yes.
He's like, I can't wait for this dude to leave my house. I've been waiting to jerk off.
Michael Jordan?
Jordan Rock.
And you need your own space to jerk it. You need room to breathe with your boy.
Jared Fogle beaten up by vigilante.
Yeah, this is just breaking.
He got slapped in the face recently,
Yeah, I
too.
heard he's getting tortured in there.
Good.
Pedophile sandwich pitchman Jared Fogle was pummeled by a fellow
Pedophile
inmate.
sandwich. So he's pitching pedophile sandwiches.
They're delicious.
Pedophile sandwich pitchman.
Yes, I'd like a liverwurst with tears on it. Pedophile sandwich. I'd like a hamburger in little buns, please. Yes. Can I have a cocktail, Frank? With no sauerkraut on one end of it.
Yeah,
nice
we got it,
bald one.
we got it, yes.
You don't eat that. You just take the head of the. You just take the front of the little cocktail, Frank, and you go. It's a pedophile sandwich. Get it?
All right, so pedophile sandwich pitchman Jared Fogle was pummeled by a fellow inmate in a prison smackdown The former Subway hawker, who is serving a 16-year sentence, was tackled and punched in the face by a 60-year-old armed robber. What?
What?
Yeah, 60-year-old armed robber. A 60-year-old guy who's in jail for armed robbery.
Okay,
Fucking punched him in the face.
That read all right, fine. Stephen Nigg.
I know this guy.
Oh, my God. You missed the comma after his name.
Stephen Nigg.
Stephen Nigg, whose last name has been quite a problem for 60 years now. He is 60.
Stephen Nigg. I was just.
No, I heard that.
No, I was just like getting my words together.
I want no part of this.
That was my
Stephen Nigg.
Stephen Nigg, 60. Sorry, I was just finding my place there, Sherrod.
You're the worst.
Stephen Nigg, 60, who was serving time on gun charges, left Fogle with a bloody nose, swollen face, and scratches on his neck after the recreation yard beatdown on blah, blah, blah.
And he called him Jared Honk, which was really weird. Get it? Honky?
I thought they were watching this kid.
Well, he got slapped in the face by somebody for something, and he's getting what he deserves. Good for Stephen Nigg. Fucking punched that pedophile in the face.
He's only protected because he's kept away from general population, but he's still in with other pedophiles. So this is a 60-year-old bank robber? How's that?
Armed, yeah.
Maybe he's in a mixed security, because he's not in a maximum security. Is he?
No. You can't let the 60-year-old dude beat you up in prison, because now you got a whole bunch of ass whoopings coming.
It depends. 60-year-old guy, armed robber, is a guy who's obviously he had a different life on the outside than fucking Predator
they should
Jared.
Fucking mock him. Like his security should be like the sneeze guard glass, like at Subway.
I'd give him a relentless mocking. I'd be like, I like Blimpy. But I give him the business. He was a pedophile sandwich pitch man. He only pitched pedophile sandwiches.
The little buns.
Little cocktail Frank in his little hiney. He put them in his hiney. Yes, he would. And then he put ketchup on the tip.
I'll have turkey and pastrami delivered in the door of the Explorer backpack, please.
No, he put the little buns with ketchup on the outside of them. Because they're sore.
Bloody.
Yes. Little tiny buns.
You're a sicko.
Nigg, who suffered a small cut on his hand, unleashed his barrage after reaching his boiling point over the number of child sex predators housed in the low security facility.
Good for him.
Oh, so this guy's like, what the fuck? You have me around all these.
So is he a hero now?
Yeah,
it's
he's
a
good
low
for him.
security facility, so they got guys who's not a threat. But this guy's now the 6-year-old is going back into the general population.
And we just couldn't take it anymore.
We've heard over the years that the sex, predators, those are the ones that get their.
Oh, they get it. They get it.
They get into major problems in the joint. He was punished for his vigilante vengeance with a stint in solitary.
Good for him.
Yeah, fuck Fogle.
Yeah, good for him.
He's in minimal prison. That's just like he's getting.
And he got fat already.
Little fat
he's fat as shit.
Yeah, because he likes cake day. It was cake day, right,
Yeah,
Travis?
I wonder if this happened on cake day.
Oh, I hope not. I hope he didn't get the cake punched out of his fat hands. Oh, no, he got a piece of cake punched out of his chubby little
I
fucking...
think he was like carrying a box of honey buns back to his cell.
Oh, and he got a fucking 60-year-old with a guy with a fucking, just a one, dark gray tattoo of a fucking naked lady that long ago fucking melted. Like, you ever seen an old man tattoo?
Anchors?
An anchor, yeah. An old man with a fucking anchor tattoo punched his honey buns out of his fucking fat pitchman hand.
He goes, I got your honey buns.
Right between his fucking eyes, he punched him.
He probably knocked the cake out of his hand on cake day and then gave him a black eye.
And the jar went to pick, he probably slapped the honey buns out of his
right
fat
on the
hand.
ground.
And he went to pick up his honey buns and he got an uppercut right in his chubby face. My honey bun. Oh, no.
He's gained a few pounds in the joint because he enjoys cake day.
30 pounds of stress eating honey buns and cake.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, someone likes a lot of treats.
16 years is a lot of years.
That's a long time to be in jail. And again, I'm suspecting it's going to hurt his stuff. Subway stood by him, though. They're like, as soon as he gets out, we're going to have him. Just don't put the weight on. We'd love to have you back.
No, they did not say that.
They did. They're like, we don't approve of the whole kid fucking thing, but man, this guy knew how to sell a sandwich.
They got to change their logo and their colors, man. I walk by the Subway and you immediately think of Jared from Fogle.
You just feel the evil.
They try to put the two owners in the commercials.
Yeah,
oh, no. Did they really?
Yeah.
Boy.
Like the whole story of that.
They should have nothing but old people in their commercials just to get away from the whole kid thing. Just have like old ladies. Well, we like Subway.
I've been doing a bit in my act where I'm like, they should just get one of the kids that he fucked to be like, hey, one of the kids that Jared fucked, but the sandwiches are great. He didn't fuck me on the sandwiches.
He did fuck me, but God damn it, I still eat the sandwiches, and if I can enjoy them, you can enjoy them.
That chicken club, you still can't beat that?
Absolutely not. I don't like Subway sandwiches anyway.
I like a good Subway.
I heard the bread is made out of like wrestling mat foam.
I did hear something like that.
I did hear that. Like
come on.
I did hear something like that.
Find that shit.
I don't like that processed shit meat. Give me a Blimpie or a fucking Jersey Mike's. Those fucking processed meat dog shit.
The problem is Jersey Mike's isn't on every fucking corner in New York.
No,
that's the problem.
They don't
Subway yoga mat, chemical almost out of bread. What does that mean?
Yeah, they made the same shit that's made out of yoga mats.
And so they're finally getting it out of their product?
Oh, yeah.
Subway says a chemical also found in yoga mats will be completely phased out. Oh, thank God. They're phasing it out of its bread as of next week.
We've been eating yoga mats, man.
Yoga mats? Why do you need yoga shit in there?
It makes it more fluffy.
Well, why don't we just look at the positive? I never knew yoga mats were so delicious. Back after this. That was a good go-to-break line.
Was it?
Hit him with a clever.
Ooh. You always want to hit him with something good right before the commercial.
Ooh, I got a match on a dating app. Someone wants to suck Jim Norton's prick.
Congratulations.
Did you really?
Grinder.
Congratulations on that. Well, I got a whole bunch of Brewer clips.
Well, Brewer, what did he do?
The baseball team?
Jim Brewer got some headlines because he basically said that Brian Johnson got kicked out of the band, and then he had to kind of back off of that statement, I think.
Now, where did he say it? On his show?
Yeah, he's got the Metal and Me podcast. We run it here on this channel on Thursdays.
And then and it's not true.
Well,
or it is true, and he's supposed to spill the beans.
We got a lot of clips, so I don't know if we're going to be doing this, but
I think it's true.
Here's some of the clips. Johnson left tour, flew across globe to friend's funeral, then saw the hearing doctor. Then Johnson tells the band makes it public. AC/DC sends Johnson his stuff, doesn't talk to him.
What?
The band doesn't.
They couldn't hear him.
The band doesn't talk to each other. They hired his replacement already. Johnson never felt like it was his band. Johnson has no idea if this is the end. He's depressed. Johnson says Angus wants to continue AC/DC another 10 years, and then Brewer reveals what Brian Johnson wants to try next. And then Brewer, I think, had to go on Facebook. Help me out with this, Travis. He went on Facebook.
That's
and then,
a lot.
Excuse me. And then he had to kind of say that he was ranting and raving on Brian Johnson's behalf, and that maybe some of the stuff that Brewer was saying isn't accurate.
So, but Brewer knows Brian.
Oh, very, yeah.
Some of this shit is true.
Yeah, that's what, shit. Right? And then maybe Brian Johnson gave him a call and went, "Yo,
don't spill it yet." I was saying it in confidence.
Yeah, I was telling you a secret.
I don't think Brewer made it
Brewer,
up.
actually.
Yeah. What do you know, Travis? What did Brewer have to say?
I mean, that's basically it. Like, if Paul scrolls down, you'll be able to.
Oh, okay. As far as the podcast, so then Brewer had a tweet. I was not quoting Brian Johnson's words. He was down and out, hoping to finish the tour. It's mostly me venting. I had no clue that story would go so viral, but people need to understand I'm just a friend and a fan with hopes they all finish the tour. So,
you think something going on?
He was talking on Brian Johnson's behalf, I believe.
Oh,
and venting a little bit.
So Brian Johnson's like he feels like he's going to push out the band.
Who the fuck cares? They've been together for 50 years. Who gives a shit?
They still
fucking break up already.
They still fucking.
Yeah, but a deaf guy can't be.
Is he deaf?
He's going deaf. Yeah.
Let's go. Don't know the words, but
that was perfect.
He's all off cue. They're like, this next number for those about to knock. Wait a minute.
How did he go from a rock star to Children of a Lesser God?
I don't know.
It's brutal.
Oh, yeah. The story goes if he does another concert, he could lose all of his hearing.
Jesus Christ.
It's that bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. He had a good.
I love
yeah,
that he
it's
just.
over.
I love he just goes out there with a little pot belly and just belts out those songs.
He still
Absolutely.
had it, though. He still had the voice, those chops.
That picture is.
He looks like a
fucking.
mechanic.
He looks like Natalie from the Facts of Life now. But he's just look what an amazing run he had, and he probably didn't handle his hearing right. That's a rough fucking thing on your ears.
How old is he?
He's in his 60s, you know. He's
But
65 maybe.
one of the coolest guys that have come through that door.
He's awesome.
Holy fuck, was he awesome?
Yeah?
Great guy.
Yes. So what's the story? I mean, what do you want to do with these clips? You want to hear any of these?
Well, I mean, if none of them are true, I mean, if he hasn't been kicked out of the band.
Let's see.
Who can kick him out, though? Who's kicking him out?
Angus and
Angus kicked him out.
is probably the head of the band.
Angus Jones?
Angus Young.
Angus Young.
Angus Young?
But again, Brian did say that a long time ago. He never felt like AC/DC was his band. I mean, he said that they just write the songs, Angus, and I guess whether it was Malcolm or somebody else. But that band is so fractured anyway. It's like, you know, Malcolm Young has dementia. Phil Rudd had his problems.
The drummer, yeah.
Yeah, it's just, without Brian Johnson, it's
Yeah,
not
I don't
AC/DC
see how
anymore.
they could continue.
You know, Pete, those were going to be my words exactly, but you took the words. You stole my thunderstruck. That was actually just a recording of him having a conversation in the green room.
There you go. Yes.
Getting old sucks, man.
Yeah.
Was kicked to the curb by the band. So they went with Jim Brewer's podcast, and then the Daily News has a huge headline that says he was kicked to the curb by the band, and then Brewer had to kind of say,
The Daily News went off Brewer saying it.
Hold on, he's ordering room service.
Is that an omelet?
And they're just yelling thunder to keep on track. Thunder!
That's sad.
Brian.
Let's do that.
You probably can't even tell the difference. Someone said they saw him have it. I did Johnny Dare, and they said somebody went and saw him and thought he had a bit of an off night. But I wonder if it's affecting his singing or if it's just something that he knows.
If you singing and you can't hear yourself,
yeah,
you know how when you're on stage you can't hear your jokes from a fucking. It's brutal. So if you can't hear your own voice in your head, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
This does nothing for you, Pete.
I mean, you know, for
You can be
watching
honest.
football highlights, sure, but I'm not gonna fucking rock out to this in my car. This is shit I listen to if I want to get close to my uncle or something.
Well, you might
need
need
weed.
to do that. Don't be fresh. Kiss you on the forehead.
Like, whenever I want to, like, hang out with my uncles, I'm just like, what was Bruce like? And then the next 2 hours are just taken up.
Sure.
Right.
I used to tickle your peenie with a Grover puppet.
I used to love that. He stopped touching me.
Yeah, well, all of a sudden you got those awful things down there.
Pubes?
Yeah, I was booing him. I took you to the doctor. What's happening to him? He's maturing, Mr. Hargis. I don't like it.
It wasn't smooth like a baby's rubber?
No, it wasn't. I got chap stuff all around my mouth. Because I used to put my face there and rub it. Someone's a big boy.
Close family. It's a close family. Jesus.
Mother would yell in there, "What are you doing, Mr. Hargis?" Be like, "You mind your manners."
Mr. Hargis?
You would close the door?
Sure I would. Lock the door. Come here. Used to teach him impressions.
Like, what kind of impressions?
Just to do to different people in the neighborhood. I said, "You're going to be on that TV show one day." He's like,
Oh, wow.
What kind of impression was that?
I don't know.
How does that character know that? Fucking
Yeah, he's got little sharp toenails. I used to scratch the bottom of my neck.
What?
All his little kicking. He'd making biscuits in my neck. Come on, cut it out, cut it out, cut it out, I used to say.
He was kicking you in your neck.
It was all good-natured.
Okay. Any other adults around?
It's a cute question, isn't it? Why would there be? Goddamn guy hit my friend in jail. Criminal. A good man like that goes to have a honey bun, gets punched. God damn it. On to his own business.
Wait, Jared Fogle's your friend?
Sure he is. Good man.
Oh, that's Uncle Jared.
Oh, Jimmy.
Yeah, you remember we used to play Put My Sandwich in Your Back Pocket. Put you on your belly.
Wait, how do you play that?
Yeah, you put someone on their belly and you put your foot long right in their back pocket.
He used to talk about him like he was Michael Jordan to me.
Yeah. Oh, that guy's got Hall of Fame stats.
You should have seen him play.
Yeah, they bring him into schools to talk. Oh. He walks out with them stuck to him like flypaper.
Oh, my God. Man.
Those were the days.
Whoa, those were the days. That's how that is.
Throwback Thursday.
Those were the days.
It felt good.
He used to buy me underwear with the front cut out. But I didn't have a penis yet, so we had to put his little fingers in the hole and pull it out.
Remember, I used to call it your little pinky.
Yeah, you
used to
did.
laugh. Hey, give me your little nailless pinky.
Yeah.
You'd be all shy.
What'd you do with it, with the nailless pinky?
Sometimes I'd pinch it real hard when he'd cry.
Jesus.
God. Be a good boy. I'm on the phone.
I was cool
Why don't we do... I want to hear Brewer all excited about this Brian Johnson story now that we know it might not be... Play track 3. AC/DC sends Johnson his stuff, doesn't talk to him. It's quick.
Then he's like, you know what? I would really like to finish and do some shows, and I think we can knock this out. And then all his luggage that he ever toured with showed up in his driveway. There's been no calls, no how's your hearing, how's your health, what's going on. Boom, here's your shit. Nice to know you.
How's your hearing? What?
Yeah, maybe they did say it.
Yeah.
I've been getting all these prank phone calls. No one says anything.
You think they just dropped his stuff off like that?
Now, if that's true...
Come on, no way.
That's an asshole move.
That was cold.
They owe a lot to Brian Johnson.
Threw my bags outside.
And then maybe this one, the band doesn't talk to each other. They hired his replacement from Brewer's podcast.
Is it some Asian guy that could sound exactly like him?
Filipino?
The Filipino kid.
Yeah.
He's not available, is he?
He's making big money, that son of a bitch.
I thought, I thought he wasn't. I thought they got him cheap.
I think they do now. They have to pay
And then
him.
someone said, no, fuck, they are paying him well.
Probably now they have to. Yeah, now that they realize this guy is really bringing it.
Yeah, they try to pay him like a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader.
Yeah.
Remember that movie with Bucky Dent? Very underrated. Bucky Dent, the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader movie?
Oh,
No,
Bucky Dent.
Never saw it.
This was from it's a movie from the 70s.
Yeah, I know the movie, but what did Bucky Dent have to do
It might
with
be
it?
like 77.
Played the boyfriend. I'm going to guess 78. Played the boyfriend.
78.
I'm guessing. That's a pure
Bucky
guess.
Dent played a boyfriend of one of the cheerleaders.
Of one of the cheerleaders. Oh, Bucky Dent.
I love
Bucky Dent looks like these days.
240-something lifetime BA. Not good.
Not good.
I love the old
But he's
Bucky
still
Dent.
historic.
I'm going to talk like that all day.
Please do. I want to see what year was the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader movie.
Probably 77.
I went
77.
77.
77. I said 78.
We're one of us is definitely gonna be right.
Yeah, watch me 64.
No, it can't be that.
Let's go. And the winner is.
This is one.
Oh, we're both wrong. Fuck.
I said
79.
79?
You fucking idiots.
Yeah. Where's Bucky Dent?
That was just who gives a fuck, wasn't it?
I watched just for
Pete,
him.
I love Pete just calling us out on our shit today.
What is that?
I think it was like 77, 78, probably 76.
You're right. Who gives a fuck?
I'll bet $25 that I'm right. You're all wrong. Fucking idiots.
Play this. Play the other clip about the Brian Johnson's replacement.
I said, don't you talk to the band or anything? Just, it's not what you think, man. Like, what are you talking about? I can't wrap my head around that. And the day I was there, he said, I had a conversation with Angus, and he is just like, he doesn't speak. Yeah, that's what he says. I. He said, well, it sounds like you're preoccupied, but I just want to let you know I'm here. I'm here for, I don't know if I can do every show, but I'd really like to do whatever shows I can. There's no answer. There's no...
Yeah, this is so real.
Because
It's not
from
even
what
funny.
he understands, he feels like he heard from someone. They already hired somebody.
Wow.
It just hasn't been announced yet.
Wow, Jim Brewer with the scoop. Yeah, all this is real.
This is real shit.
I mean, I don't want to blow up Brewer's spot.
I wonder how he actually heard it.
All this is real. And then Brian might have got back to him like, yo, I'm trying to like work some things out here.
Yeah.
What? Podcast.
Brewer knows his shit when it comes to ACDC and metal. Yeah, you're
talking shit on your podcast.
I'll bet that, boy, I'll tell you one guy I wouldn't tell a secret to, apparently, is Jim Brewer.
Spilled the beans.
He probably didn't know it was in confidence. They were just talking, and Jim probably didn't realize that Brian was telling him something that was top secret.
It don't sound like somebody speculating. It sounds like somebody who knows what they're talking about.
And then I was going to move on, but then I'm being told that we should play track 8, which is Brewer reveals what Brian Johnson wants to try next.
On a funnier note, by the end of the night, we were laughing. All I wanted to do when I was there, I was like, I just want to cheer this guy. By the time I leave, I just want him laughing. If we could end this on he's got higher spirits no matter what, and at least to get him through the night, because he really really was down. He was telling me he wants to do stand-up comedy.
Boo!
We pick what Kitty.
What boo? I would love to have Brian Johnson on a gig.
Oh my God! I will.
Taking out jobs.
Sam Kinison. Do Sam Kinison.
I would love if he would do some stand-up comedy.
Liar.
Oh my God.
And he wants to go to open mic night.
Did you see Madonna do stand-up?
10 minutes
Yes,
of
it was
stand-up
all
comedy. He's
awful.
afraid. He's scared
Horrible.
to death. He's completely blown away that a comedian can go up on their own and stand by themselves.
The real
with
rock
no
stars.
band and just eat it or not eat it. That's horrifying to think about.
What's up with airplane food? It's like, give me my peanuts.
Madonna was not that bad at stand-up when she did it. She didn't stink. I mean, she was much better than I thought she'd be.
That took balls.
And she wrote a lot of it herself, they said. I think she was funnier than... I give her credit for that.
Let me see you do that
I
shit
gave
in a
her credit
club
for that. Ugh.
where you're not coming out in tight. Look, she's coming out full Madonna. They just going to cheer whatever the fuck she says.
Yeah, she wasn't bad, though. When I watched it, I was like, yeah, it wasn't bad, though. It really was. I wanted to hate it.
Come on.
Look, I'm no Madge fan.
Madge.
You want to hear this again?
Let's hear a little bit of.
All right, let's hear a little
Madonna.
Stick.
We did it at the time, but here's Madonna doing some stand-up on. I think it was Fallon. Yeah, Jimmy Fallon.
Great to be here. Don't forget.
I don't like that she's... I feel like she's imitating Rich Voss.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah,
She's on TV, so she can't be.
Oh, guys. I won't tolerate this Rich Voss bad-mouthing.
Fired.
She's got a nice hiney, doesn't she?
She'd still get it.
She looks all right there.
I'll fuck her and her son Rocco.
Wow, jeez.
I like the hair.
Oh, well, I think I'm going to leave now.
It reminds me of Heather Locklear's. You saw Heather Locklear's daughter?
No.
They got the same hair.
Oh,
Do you
really?
think she the young one, the new one? You saw her.
Let's
Really?
See. No, I have not.
Oh, yeah.
Let's take a look at this.
Motherfucker. Sambora and,
Why would you talk about somebody's daughter like that, man?
she's a hot one. She had some new modeling pictures that came out yesterday.
Oh, my.
Yeah, she's
That bitch is cool.
Where's the pictures of her on the beach with that fucking bathing suit shit on? She's a
You know
hot.
why?
There she
You know
goes.
why I
That
love
first
Sherrod?
one.
If you follow Sherrod on Instagram and you look at all the pictures that Sherrod likes, it's just fat asses,
You like the fat ones.
naked asses.
Ooh, she's pretty, this girl.
Yeah, what's good is that's how I find them, because I'm not a creep, because I don't want to follow the page, but I know Sherrod don't give a fuck because he's old, and he'll just like all of that shit.
I'm not here to make other people happy. I'm here to make me happy.
Sherrod's not here to make friends. Sherrod's here to come and sign out.
I don't even sign out. Just come and drop my phone. I'm still online.
Hey, are we trying to get Brewer on the phone today?
He's on vacation.
All right, you can take a phone call. I'll text him then.
Thank you.
This is a big
Roland.
story today, no? He
What?
hung out. Where did he hang out with Brian Johnson? We don't know.
I believe it was at Brian's house in Florida.
Oh, that's right. Brian does have a joint in Florida. Okay.
I believe this was after one of his shows in Florida.
Great.
They good friends. Look at them all hugged up. He knew what he's talking about.
No, he knows Brian Johnson very well.
It was all facts. Brewer gave us all facts. and I
Hey, if you
appreciate
guys
it.
want to know the scoop on Bob Levy, I know everything.
Which Bob Levy?
the Bob Levy.
Bob Levy.
Oh, okay.
The one and only.
I haven't spoken to him. I miss him.
Let's go to Madonna and let's hear the stand up. No, we're gonna move on to other
She was
things.
great.
Was she?
Yeah. I really respect her vision.
And it came out that she was fucking playing, being drunk and shit on that stage.
Oh, that's
I don't know if I believe that.
No, I think it's all natural.
I think that she was making it up now to cover how embarrassing she acted.
Do you think?
Yeah, she made a fool out of herself.
I don't know, that tricycle and just falling down.
That was corny, but I still think that she wanted people to feel bad for her, and she's so out of touch with how real people communicate.
She wrote, too bad people don't know the art of acting and playing a character, she wrote on Instagram, adding, I could never do any of my shows high or drunk.
Well, then you could still show your kid's picture and make a fucking asshole out of yourself?
She was making an asshole of herself.
We couldn't
for
watch
sure.
her show without being high or drunk.
But I didn't believe it for a moment that she's swigging bottles of fucking vodka and tequila.
But she said
and
the
a flask.
bottle, the flask, she said, was real.
You're going to take a flask from a fan?
Yeah.
No way.
You're Madonna, you're going to take a flask from a fan?
Absolutely.
In the audience? Get the fuck
Probably.
out of
He
here.
might person
I
you.
probably would.
Huh?
Might person you.
Person?
Yeah.
Huh?
I would.
That's right, I guess I would. I would.
For the right fan, yeah.
But you're not Madonna.
Yeah, but neither is Madonna.
Yeah,
these
but all
days.
of they're all of her fans that go through menopause. Like, they're not really gonna drug her, right?
Yeah, who's gonna?
Yeah, nobody that age that
Madonna's
listens to
not doing
Madonna
it.
has that energy to fucking do anything to her.
She's not taking a flask from a fan. No way.
Probably
I'll
not.
take a
That was
flask.
set up.
I'll do it, Ope.
You think it was like one of her
I know you
assistants
will,
out there,
Pete. What?
like an assistant out there with
somebody.
a flask? Yeah.
When I go to shows, I open up with, so anybody here have a flask? And then I drink it. And then I go, good night, whatever town I'm in. And then
night.
fuck it. Yeah, I
And it
gotta tell you,
kills?
fucking
Kills?
standing ovation every single time.
Right. All right, here's Madonna doing stand-up on Jimmy Fallon. I don't think...
Boo!
Just a minute, maybe.
All right, let's hear it.
Anyways, I just always think that it's good to talk about what you know.
Take your shirt off.
That's what I do. I just talk about what I know, right? So I'm gonna start with dating younger men. How about that? You guys think that's funny? Yeah. You think that's funny?
No, it's
yeah,
not
you
funny.
do, don't you? Okay. Anyway, so it's true. I date younger guys, and I have my reasons, but I'm not going to go into them. But I did find myself very strangely the other day at breakfast with my son Rocco, thinking, I haven't had a date in a couple of weeks, and I looked at my son without thinking, and I said, do you have any friends you could introduce me to? And
with that fucking
and I was like
stupid
in
fake
between
laugh.
mouthfuls of pancakes, and he looked at me with shock and disgust and dismay and disdain, things that, a lot of words that start with a D.
Like dick.
And then I was like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so
Yeah, she's doing better than Rob
I
Delaney.
cracked myself up. Wait, there's more.
I don't
Wait, please
mind. I'll tell you why I don't mind this, because she's just basically talking about fucking a minor. I don't mind Madonna going up there and talking about fucking her son's friends.
Yeah.
She could have had somebody write all this for her, and it would have been a lot cleaner and to the point.
I expect it to be way worse.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that bad. But it's
It's
insulting.
stinks.
But I think it's insulting to you guys when someone just decides, hey, I'm going to
No,
do
not at all. I think
stand-up.
anybody could do stand-up, especially YouTube stars. I think they're really great at stand-up.
Oh, I don't know, Pete. I mean, you're being generous.
No, yeah, I think if you have a Vine following, I think that's just as good as doing stand-up for 10 years.
Wow.
It
Yeah.
bothers you guys. I know it does. I've heard it over the
You
years.
vining jerk-offs
It stinks.
with your fucking...
They make it like it's like, now
When
I'm
you
just
forget to
gonna-
do your laundry, your mom be like, selling out theaters across the country.
Yeah.
When you fart, but you act like the chair squeaked.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Fucking
really
assholes.
It really
and
drives
then they
you
come up
nuts.
to you being like, yeah, I'm a comedian. And you're like,
That's why I say Trump needs to win. He's the candidate America deserves.
no, he's literally like a Vine star.
Yeah, that's why he's gonna implode right in their face.
Garbage in, garbage out.
Madonna did nothing just now. It just annoyed me. Nothing was funny. Maybe one line about, do you have anybody to introduce me to?
Yeah.
But people were just screaming because it's Madonna saying shit we ain't used to hearing without a fucking beat behind it.
I thought it'd be way worse.
It's like when you come to the Cellar and you're famous, they give you maybe 45 seconds. It goes, hey, it's you. And then after that, it's like, bring it, stupid.
Yeah.
Well,
And this was all, hey, it's you.
Well, that's the real place. You can't fuck around in
any
the Cellar.
club for that fact.
Those Vine stars go to the Cellar, they'll get their asses handed to them.
Well, most people wouldn't know them there. So
luckily, that's like one of the few clubs that won't tolerate shit like that.
Yeah,
So.
of course. If they even would let you in the door, they wouldn't. But if they did, they would just get fucking killed. Right?
Maybe one might surprise you, but for the most part.
When he does a joke like, usually I'd be done right about now because it's been about 6 seconds. If I was a Vine star.
Yes.
Hey, this is weird without some techno beat in the background.
I mean, he's trying to do the stops, but it's not working.
Hey, this is weird without iMovie.
I kind of would enjoy that
They
set.
blow up.
You should do that set.
Yeah.
I would enjoy that.
Some people do it for the likes, but I do it for the loops. I remember when Instagram came out with video, and I was like, nope, 6 seconds is enough for me. I don't need that extra 9.
They're making millions, those dummies.
Are they making money, though?
Yeah,
some of them are.
My buddy's a Viner, and he gets like a couple thousand in that advertisement.
Is he good at it, or?
No, he's a fucking loser.
But he's your buddy.
Yeah.
Do you tell him this?
Yeah. I say, you're exactly what I hate. Yeah, he knows I fucking hate Vine. I just don't like, I don't mind it, but if you do stand up and consider yourself a comedian and say that it's the same thing, it's annoying.
What is this guy? Let me see one of this guy's too. This black guy who's what's his name? King Bach.
Oh yeah, he's huge.
Yeah, let me see one of his.
Yeah, I'm ready.
He just made $20,000.
What are we watching?
What are we listening to?
Are we watching 10 Vines at one time?
They all start playing.
Oh, they all started playing?
Yeah, that's how shitty a fucking website it is.
This Vine has 30 million fucking loops.
Let me see.
For what reason?
Yeah, I'm ready.
What? I don't know. You're driving me nuts. What's going on?
There's a whole bunch of
When you hit the
things.
volume, it triggers all of them.
Well, why do you play them low and you hit pause?
When you
Yeah.
hit the volume, they all start playing at one time.
Well, that's kind of dumb.
Yeah, this is like watching Raw.
All right.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not even. I didn't know people still did Vine.
But it's a very popular
No,
thing.
I mean, I think after Instagram and video, you don't hear about it much anymore.
Oh yeah, but these young kids still they're all up in it. Love it.
When your sister come home from school and your room look like, it's so fucking awful.
But some of them are. The fact that they can do something interesting in 6 seconds is okay. But
Right.
I mean, they bang out. I could never do. I tried Vine, and I was like, I just wanted to and click.
Just shut right off on you.
Fucking wordy asshole. I am.
A little wordy. Every fucking. What was the name of that Vine? When your parents dress whack.
Oh, that was.
Here's Jim Norton. Jim Norton's a Vine star.
I did all Chip.
Hey, my little green monster or something. What's your name, little buddy? Parlez-vous français? Oui, oui. Hey, my little green monster or something.
Yeah, it was all Chip. They stunk.
Hey, Britney Spears, Chipper. Sure, come on over. I'll lick your cooter till it's wet like a slip and slide. Hey, Opie, Anthony, and Chipper too. It's time for an illusion. Keep your eye on the king. It's time for an illusion. Keep your eye on the king.
I like how you're watching it, like, when they play the videos at the Oscars. Yeah. Like you're little, and then
I forgot I've not seen these in a year.
Those should have done better than
I
they
have
did.
pretty terrible Vines up there. I tried it too.
Those should have done better.
I have really.
We'll tweet out the old Jim Norton
how many millions did this one get?
Well,
let's see.
Well, the other guy got 29 million. You got,
Britney
you got almost 14,000
Sure,
loops.
come on over. Opie,
It's so funny.
There's a lot of them. Yeah.
Look at Jim.
We'll tweet these out for the people today. Jim Norton, the Vine star.
You got a whole fucking collection.
He went with it.
I did a bunch of Chip.
Were you frustrated it wasn't getting traction?
No, not at all.
Some of these
I just
should
got
have got
bored.
traction, though.
Tickets for Boston are on sale now. Tickets for Boston are on sale now. Tickets for Boston.
I was plugging.
So when I'm ready to talk, I just hit this button and act interesting. That's fucking easy. I'll make a viral video or something.
That was your introduction of mine. That was your first
that wasn't
one, I
my
think.
first one. No, the first one I remember.
What's wrong with this boy?
I fucked up the first one.
The first one might have been the tickets on sale.
Top right there might have been the first one. No.
Hey, it's Chippa. I fucked up last time, but I figured out what I was doing wrong. So this time it should be.
Yeah.
Hey,
you ran out of time. You're out of control. Oh, God. I would watch these, no problem. Oh, I would watch those way before those other ones that Pete Davidson was explaining. When the barber puts that shit on you after your haircut.
That alcohol.
That hand on your head looks very comfortable there.
Voldemort have a suit on. Man, swell, sorry. I want. You ain't got no superpowers.
yes, I do.
That wasn't bad. Did they touch the wine?
Where's the part about him fucking all the girls?
Tiger Woods' book sucks.
I see your kneecaps. I see your kneecaps. I see your kneecaps. Derek's wearing denim shorts. Today's funny.
Derek is high
for the first time.
That was the first time he ever got high.
Oh, was it?
This is when white people have fun.
It's funny.
I'm sweating.
Too many
This is
visuals.
so
We'll tweet
bad.
that out to the people. We'll tweet it out.
Tweet it out.
You
Yeah,
gotta tweet it out.
Oh, God.
Let's take a break. We got
sweating.
Yeah, I don't feel good, you guys.
No.
Oh, is Carrot Top here?
He'll be here very soon. So we'll do a break, get some plugs in, eat some more food.
Eat some more food.
We'll get some Carrot Top.
Give it a break.
We'll talk, maybe the brewer. We're going to reach out to him.
Oh, yeah.
And Academy apologizes for offensive Asian jokes at the Oscars. Apologizing for jokes. Here we go. Once again. We'll do the story after the break.
Maybe when they all came out with the briefcases.
You can't apologize for jokes, right?
Oh, I don't know. I'm starting to feel very guilty about a lot of the things I said.
When the only Asians in the building are the ones you're making a joke about, it's a problem.
I don't know. I'm starting to feel very bad about a lot of my past.
Come on, Jimmy. You've done nothing wrong.
I feel like I owe apologies.
Well, we're going to see.
I mean, to paying customers.
Wow.
Shit, I pass off as jokes.
Come on, Jimmy.
Yes.
Let's break then. Let's do this break thing, and we'll talk about that and other things. Stay there. Sing it, Pete.
I've been mistaken for anyone we're breaking. I've been wrong. I've been down to the bottom of every bottom. In my hands, in California.
We woke Pete up with some Creed.
Never made it as a wise man. Couldn't cut it as a poor man.
He's like Ja Rule, but person.
I love Ja Rule.
He got a little Ja Rule in his face.
I love Ja Rule.
What's love got to do with it, babe?
Ja Rule still make a couple dollars.
You got a reality show.
He got the reality show on VH1.
Yeah.
He was opening. He did a couple shows with Jennifer Lopez in Vegas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he opened up a couple times for her.
He got some jams, man.
Yeah, he got some jams.
I got 100 guns of honey clips.
What's really wrong with this song? Nothing. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I still like it. Fuck it. Got Sherrod Small and Pete Davidson in studio. We were talking about like viral videos and Vine stars, and we didn't even talk about Damn Daniel.
Damn Daniel.
There he is.
Do you know about Damn Daniel, Jim Norton?
No, just from what you guys have been talking about.
Oh, and then they fucked with this kid, man. He became a huge star. He was on Ellen DeGeneres, and then they did that SWAT team shit to him.
Yeah, they sent the SWAT team to his house and they killed his mother. That's how the universe balanced shit out.
So there's the Damn Daniel guy just hanging out and all of a sudden the SWAT team is moving in.
Breaking down his front door.
Because they thought he killed his mom. The internet is a cruel fucking place.
That's also a crime.
They do it all the time, the SWAT thing.
All the time.
It's become a thing to do.
All the time.
Yes.
It's disturbing.
It's very disturbing. It is a crime, but they don't know who to fucking blame. That's the problem. Right?
Yeah, they don't know.
Usually they don't find the ringleader of...
Sometimes they do, but
I think it's really irresponsible and it should be stopped.
Pete, from your lips to God's ears.
Do you get this damn Daniel thing? Does this make you laugh at all?
It makes me laugh. But it makes me laugh when my friends do it. Like, this doesn't make me laugh. When my friends do it, I'm like, oh, yeah, because of the thing. Because of the thing. But when I see these fucking jerk-offs do it, it just makes me upset.
What is it? This is not the original video. This version has...
This is a sham!
This version has 4 million. I mean, the actual video has what?
This is a compilation of it. This is a compilation of all of it.
I see.
It's just
The guy
dude,
pulled the original video.
It's just a dude getting videotaped by his friend. Then he just making outfits about his statements about his outfit every day in school.
Wait, why did he pull the original?
Damn, Chippa.
You should do Damn Chippa. You really should. You should do Damn Chippa.
Yeah.
You should.
Like on my shoes.
Chip's gonna fuck it up though.
Yep. No, I won't.
Fuck up the
Piece of
concept.
garbage.
Do it.
No, I won't. I'm gonna start a viral video right now. Fucking pieces of garbage.
Here's the problem. Chip always disappoints. It's a great concept that he's gonna fuck it up.
I believe in this one. I think he can pull this off.
I believe in Chip. I believe in you, Chip.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna
Chip,
make
you gotta
a
watch
viral.
it first so you know what
let
to
me
do.
say.
This is what
Jim
you
watch.
Well, this is what Chip should do.
Oh yeah.
Damn, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Back at it again with the white van. Damn, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Damn, Daniel.
This
Damn, Daniel.
stinks.
Yeah.
This stinks.
But Jimmy, this is what the kids like, Jim.
And this got him on Ellen DeGeneres.
I'm sure it
Damn,
did.
Daniel.
I don't get it. I'll do it.
Hey, I got to acknowledge we're late to the party on this, by the way. This was like last month.
30-second video of Jim's, like, being optimistic and then slowly being like, oh, fuck this.
Okay, here goes the funny one.
All right, here you go.
Sneak it in.
Damn, Chipple.
I got another one for Chip.
All right, it's begun. The Damn Chippa video.
This is out? What's this French fries on the ground? What is that?
I got another viral
Is that
sensation.
the same shit?
What? When did this hit?
This guy keeps posting. He has over 300 videos that are just like this.
Okay.
McDonald's French fries on the ground. Not too shabby.
People are just doing anything. What the fuck?
It's a car with its front end off of it. Not too shabby.
What do you want to do to him, Jim?
I just want to tie him up and make him watch his own videos until he hangs himself.
Does his videos get views?
A couple of them got
A couple have?
My father left when I was 5. Not too shabby.
See, that would be a great Chip video.
Not too shabby?
It's an abandoned gas station. Not too shabby.
How many views? How many views on that
His
video?
attempt at being at catching on is making my fucking stomach hurt.
You think the first couple times he was like, shabby to not... Oh, fuck.
Roll it back.
Shabby.
He says shabby in a very unique way.
Yes,
I think he's got that going for him.
Shabby.
Let me hear
It's the
another one.
Los Animas County Courthouse. Not too shabby.
Oh, this guy fucking stinks.
Los Animas.
What is Jimmy doing?
Oh, wait.
You're doing a not too shabby.
Hey, look at the microphone. Not too shabby.
Oh, my God. Why do you have to be so
I fucking love Jim.
That was
so
really
much.
aggressive to the microphone.
He's very aggressive and angry. His attempt at a viral video.
He had beef with somebody. Roll it back.
You gonna try it again? Or?
Yeah, well, that's the video. It's tweeted.
Oh, all right.
You put it
very
out
good.
there?
It's
Absolutely.
tweeted.
Wait, if it goes.
Go to Jim Norton on Twitter. Then.
No, it's not Jim. Jim Norton would never tweet that
Chip
garbage.
Chipperson. I'm sorry. Of course, yes.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, all right, yeah.
Hey, look at the microphone. Not too shabby.
My favorite person in the world.
That's great.
Oh my God.
This was kind of, you didn't really.
Yeah, you think you didn't capture it? Oh, you know what? You're probably right.
You slipped a little bit.
Nah, you're
I
probably
think you're
right.
supposed to be in frame when you lead it with your catchphrase.
Oh, you know what? Chip's never done these before.
I think you're supposed to make sure your face is very visual when you hit him with the catchphrase. You gonna try another one?
I think I should film it for you so it sees you.
No, because it's got to be the microphone. You got to pop into your own.
Oh yeah, it's the not too shabby guy.
All right, he's gonna try another one here.
Okay.
You're lucky today, people.
Hey, look, it's a fucking chair. Not too shabby.
Why does he walk forward?
Why did you walk into it like a video game character that didn't know it's a wall?
Well, he doesn't chip.
It's just like,
He just keeps going.
It doesn't photograph well.
Walked into it like he's walking into a fucking Tokyo subway.
He's knocking over the chair. And,
Oh my God, Jimmy.
Hey, look, it's a fucking chair. Not too shabby.
I love the rabies look that you have. There's just spit flying out of his mouth.
it's
He's a madman.
Chip Chipper said if you want to see these.
Why?
He's very aggressive.
Your pussy doesn't look too fucked. Not too shabby.
Not too
Is he walking into the pussy? Man.
Let's see.
Think it's gonna be so
I hope his
aggressive.
next one is something like nice cunt.
Let's compare it
Not too shabby.
Let's compare it to the actual not too shabby guy to see if Chip Chipperson is onto something. Give me one more
Maybe.
from the original guy.
It's the Tower 64 Motel. Not too shabby.
How many people watched that video?
5,000.
No.
The most popular one has
5,000?
150,000.
Got 150,000 off that. Chip's onto something.
Chip's gonna.
I would love for him to get clotheslined right before he says it.
A jalapeno cheddar bagel. Not too shabby.
Oh, God.
I literally don't know if I've ever hated someone more.
I haven't.
I mean, I've seen World War II documentaries. I don't know if I've ever hated a person more.
Hitler's a ray of sunshine compared to this dude.
It's a pink Volkswagen bus. Not too shabby.
But it's amazing
Is
how
that Roland's brother?
You can't even figure out the win.
we've become so obsessed
Idiots.
with getting viral videos that he thinks by just being repetitive, and believe me, I know this, just Lord knows I made a career of it.
You know, you're not too shabby, Jim.
Oh, come on, I don't know. I think Chip captures not too shabby well.
You shabby motherfucker.
I think Chip should try one more. Maybe the clock. Let's think of something.
There's so
in
many.
studio.
Look at all the TVs. It seems like a
Maybe
waste of
tea-
TVs.
Well, no, Chip will find something.
Maybe the newspaper.
I got
holding the
avocado.
paper.
Some avocado. Does that work for Chip, maybe?
Yeah, let me see.
All right, let me give you... Oh, the video of you dropping your avocado was hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even know that went down.
I can't catch it with your knee.
No, my elbow. I should have stopped with my elbow. It's the worst
We tweeted
attempt
out.
at stopping a falling vegetable or fruit. I don't know what that's classified as.
None of us noticed it, and then Paul...
Oh, Paul did.
It's all on Paul on that one. He picked up on it and made a video. It's hilarious. Jim Norton drops his avocado.
Halted by word bit.
It's a visual. You got to go see that one.
Oh, look what a good mood he's in, too.
Yeah, I'm all ready for some
He's all
avocado on
happy.
eggs. Oh, look at me.
I'm not sitting.
Shot my
That was
avocado.
the worst.
And then the slow mo as you try to save it.
Yeah, I did.
And then look at his face.
Holy chalupas.
And he's like, "Argh!"
Yeah, I yelled cock. Best way to stop it.
Not
He's got
too
18
shabby.
dislikes. Who could dislike a goddamn avocado? I bet you the avocado people don't like that.
Damn, Jimmy, damn. How do you not like your avocado video?
Oh, that's a good one. I should do that. Damn, Chipper. And just hold it up.
Damn, Chipper, where'd you get that avocado from?
Sammy had the not too shabby guy in his show. I'm being told.
Whoa,
And he
boy.
actually-
Sammy
Roberts?
crack bookings.
And he actually, people are saying that he had a funny appearance.
How is primetime Sam Roberts?
He's doing good.
Sam can make a guy like that really funny.
He's killing it.
Yeah, you can.
You want to try one more not too shabby, Chip?
Yeah, it's just got to be right. It can't be forced.
All
Chip
right.
never forces
All right, you're
things.
looking around. You're looking around.
Yeah,
Why don't you wait till Carrot Top comes in?
maybe.
Yeah.
He could do that.
Yeah, just surprise him with
Just have Chip look at
Yeah.
Carrot Top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, look, a bunch of red hair or something. I don't know.
He did one on Sam Roberts' show. Let's see this.
I'm on the Sam Roberts radio show on my cell phone. Not too shabby.
Definitely shabby.
That's shabby.
Yeah, that was
That
shabby.
iPhone was shabby as
It sure
fuck.
was. That was shabby personified.
That's shabby. Chip, you want to try one, or are you going to wait?
It has to happen.
All right,
Chip,
fair enough. Fair enough.
Chipper.
Yeah. Ugh, not too shabby.
It really does fucking stink.
Awful.
It's so
It's
bad.
awful.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone cares about the CBS thing. CBS is selling all their radio stations, Jimmy.
Oh,
Are they?
Our old boss
Gives a fuck.
They get out of the radio fucking business.
Who's buying them?
Not too shabby.
I don't know. Because I mean, regular radio, that's a tough sell these days.
So it's got to be the Chinese or
They're getting out of the fucking business. They've had radio stations since the 20s.
the Saudis.
Since the 20s, and they said, fuck this business doesn't work anymore, and they're getting rid of them.
I've listened to CBS radio. It's just not too shabby.
Not too shabby.
It's the worst hook ever.
They
Not
selling
too
all of them?
shabby. I think so. They're getting all, completely out.
Damn,
The lawyers fucked up that whole business. They had a shot, and then they let everyone else come in and just take over their fucking territory.
I want to do this, but I don't want people watching because Chip gets nervous.
Okay, I'll turn around.
No, I have to go to the other room.
Okay.
Wait, you're really going to do it in the other room?
I have to.
What if we promise we won't look at you?
I'll lie. I'll peek.
It has to be in the other room.
I'll peek at you.
I know, Sherrod's always, he's a peeker.
Actually, I like that. We'll be surprised when you come in. We won't know what you're doing.
Oh, I don't know.
Can you do it in the corner, maybe? We can't really see in the corner.
No, I can't.
No? You really got to leave the studio?
Yes, I do.
Do you want us to leave?
No, I don't.
Okay.
We can leave for a second.
No. There's too much
We
happening.
can leave for more than a second.
You guys,
Fuck out of here. Opie's like, please?
y'all
I'll leave
do
for a
what you
second.
do.
If I
Y'all
leave,
do.
I'm not coming back. Me and Peter are going to go get
Gonna
some
pull a stangle.
Me and Peter we're going to get breakfast.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah, if I leave for 1 second, it's over. And then, hey, Pete, let's go get some breakfast.
Let's go eat edibles.
Yeah, kid.
I got Captain Crunch edibles.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, dude.
And you didn't bring any of that in?
I live around the corner if you want some.
Wait, you got Captain Crunch edibles?
Yeah, my
That's
guy
where we're going with this
makes
shit?
cereal edibles. Out of
What
his cereal, and he bakes them. I have like 5 in my house. I'll drop them off. We'll
You
bring them
know,
Dude,
I need that in my life.
by. Yeah.
That guy's going to make millions.
He's a fucking legend.
I think that's a brilliant idea.
He's a legend.
Great
What
idea.
cereals does he do?
He does Reese's,
Crunch.
Reese's Peanut Butter
Holy
Cups, Captain Crunch, Fruit Loops, Apple Jacks. I have
What?
Cookie Crisp. I got them all.
Cookie Crisp?
Yeah, and even if you're, a regular mom, you got some what is that? Kellogg's, the K
Special K?
He's got mom
He
cereals?
got whatever you want.
Wait,
Granola,
mom cereals too?
Raisin Bran.
What were some of the mom cereals again? I used to get beat up because I
in life? No,
I ate
that
a
was-
bowl every
I
once in a
remember my
while.
mom
What
used
was
to
the
have
one?
Cheerios, and I would have frosted Cheerios.
Yes.
The blue box. I always thought that was the shit.
I love how Cheerios finally said "fuck it,"
Honey
because
Nut.
they were losing the cereal war with
Yeah.
their dumb
Do you know who
Cheerios,
eats
and then all of a sudden
Cheerios?
they have the
Kids.
whole aisle now. They got like 12
Kids love
versions.
Cheerios. Like little kids love
Little
a bag
kids
of
love the
Cheerios.
plain ass Cheerios.
Yeah, just
Oh,
a
no.
bag of them.
Yeah, just a bag that eat
My
them all
daughter
day.
would eat that that's her snack.
Yeah, but Cheerios
It's
said
like great.
Cheerios blew up the cereal world. They said, "Fuck you
Fiber
guys.
One.
We're putting flavors in every single."
They sugared it up.
They went with every the Goleen.
Damn Cheerios.
Most of them were grain though. They all have whole grain and
Honey
wheat now.
Smacks. Wow. Remember fucking honeycombs?
Yes, they still got those, right?
Yeah, but they're like rare.
They're different too.
They are different, and like I don't understand that Pops and Dunkaroos. I feel like have fallen off. Remember Dunkaroos?
They changed them, right?
Fruit roll-ups too.
Fruit roll-ups,
They're
fruit
not
by
the
the
same.
foot, Gushers.
They're not the same though.
All my childhood candies are gone. Remember the big wax bread lips? That shit's gone.
Your childhood candy's gone. Jesus.
Yeah, well, your childhood candy was
Gushers
like
are
fucking
gone?
pennies.
No, Gushers are still around.
Gushers are
You
still
can
here.
still find some Dunkaroos.
Fruit roll-ups are gone?
No, they're still around.
No, they're around, but like you gotta.
It's a
You gotta
different.
find
It's a box.
Yeah.
Like you gotta get a box and all that.
Right.
Yeah, we see Carrot Tops here. We'll get to them in a second. We're talking about fucking edibles right now.
I gotta get that
Which
cereal.
one? Cereal edible.
Which one's Carrot Top?
I would go. I would have to go Apple Jacks,
Apple Jacks is awesome.
Boom.
and I would have
Definitely.
to go
Cookie Crisp, you have to.
I would have to go with the peanut butter one.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups?
Yes.
Those
would be my two.
I always felt like I was getting away with something when I was eating those in the morning.
Yeah, definitely the Cookie Crisp. It's like just
Remember
a bowl
those
of
commercials
cookies.
when he would take a bite and his eyes would fucking light up and those were the days.
See, they knew.
That's the days.
It was Go-Gurt and Danimals, the yogurt drinks.
Yeah.
God, you're eating.
Remember the cereal? I would just read the fucking cereal box every morning. I didn't give a fuck. The same box.
Same box, same
Sit
shit.
there
Do
like,
that little, do the maze
Yes.
on the back.
Simple
Crossword
times.
puzzle.
Simple at times.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, we had 4 cereals.
Yeah.
Now you go to supermarkets, what, like 2 aisles? They're up to 2 aisles.
Was it
of
really
cereal
4
now.
cereals? Did you get your milk delivered on your doorstep?
I'm not far removed from that, Pete.
Yeah.
When I was very, very little, I do remember milk on the stoop.
Ugh.
That's hilarious.
I do remember.
They say millennials are not eating cereal like they like we did.
No, it's not.
It's dropping off.
Cereal's falling off, man.
First of all, the price is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, a box of cereal is like $12 now.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. We got excited about edibles and cereal. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to get them in a sec. How did the video go, Chip?
Not well.
Can we see it?
Are you there's beads of sweat on your forehead?
No, it's just...
Wait, here it is. We can see it ourselves.
This is the chair one.
I should move on.
Oh, is this the chair one?
Yeah.
Damn, Jimmy.
Melinda needed a durable paint.
Who's
so I
Melinda?
suggested-
What the fuck's going on with the audio today?
Alpacas.
I'm just going to turn this off over here.
This really is not a good one.
Wait.
Oh, Jim.
Hold on. Let me try some.
Owen! Hey, Kevin. Hey, fancy seeing you here. I live right over there, actually.
What is this? What the fuck's going on?
Who is this bitch?
All right, try it again. I want to see the chip thing.
Look, a hat made of avocados or something. Students at not too shabby. Fucking cocksucker.
Yeah, what is that? What's wrong with you?
But that was killer. That was killer.
I don't know, but they fell at the end.
Not too
shabby. Fucking cocksucker.
I like the ad lib at the end.
They fell.
He should start doing that.
What?
Not too shabby fucking cocksucker.
Yeah, not too shabby.
The guy's name who made the Not Too Shabbies is Steve Garufi.
Why are you telling us that?
Oh, no.
Steve Garufi.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
The name always matches.
No, that's the thing a girl said when she woke up.
Did you Steve Garufi me?
She didn't know. And she fell back to sleep.
Let's get the Carrot Top in here. Mr. Top is making his way into the studio.
Oh, cool. Talk to a room full of bottoms. Oof. That was shabby.
Don't be
That
shabby.
wasn't too shabby.
Carrot
All right,
Top.
There we go.
What's going on, buddy?
What's up, man?
There we go.
How you doing, man?
How are you?
So nice to meet you.
What's going on, brother?
Oh, thank you, man.
Got the
what's
Grateful
up, man?
Dead fucking shirt on. Nice.
Dead shirt on, yeah.
And a High Times hat.
High times.
We were just talking about edibles.
Cereal.
His friend makes cereal edibles. I think that is the best idea I've heard in probably
It's a really
10
good
years.
idea.
It's amazing how different life is now. And for these young kids, when we grew up,
Yeah.
we have pot breakfasts and stuff. And
Wake and bake.
Yeah, wake and bake.
Well, there's always the rumors you could smoke it, or you could. The pot brownies was all we talked about when I used to smoke it, or like when I was growing up. It was like, yeah, you can make pot brownies, but
Right,
I
that
don't
was
think I
it.
ever had more than one in my life.
That was our edibles when we were growing up, and now they're putting it in
It's everything
cereal
now.
and
Candies.
chocolate bars
I also
and
feel like
lozenges.
Gummy bears and yeah, some
Gummy bears.
I also feel like
Said
you
you
only
was
need
gonna-
like 1 or 2 bites of the stuff today compared to your.
Oh, yeah.
Like when you smoke weed now, are you like, what is this?
I just dabble. I'm nothing to brag about really, but yeah, that's what I've heard in general.
I like how
you
they
gotta be
offer you like,
careful.
you go gummy bear, and I go, no, I'm going like no gummy bear, like oh that kind of gummy bear. Special gummy bear.
Do you indulge?
No, because I got my crowns. I'm old. I pull my teeth out. So
Oh, the gummy bears.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can't do these. So.
Do you eat the edibles though,
I
or
can't
do you get high?
Well, huh?
Do you get high?
I've never tried edibles. Yeah.
Oh, you haven't.
No, I just the old-fashioned way. Just
You still
smoke a joint. Yeah.
Do you still get high?
Once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you
I do
work high or
everything.
no?
I do everything. What's that?
Oh, you do. Do you perform high?
Never.
I can't imagine doing that.
Never. I did one time, very, very, like literally the first time when I was on stage in college, because I didn't know what was going to be the outcome. So I just let's get high.
Did you had to make your hair redder?
No.
What's going on?
No. I didn't have to make it redder.
It wasn't medical.
It
made his hair
wasn't
redder.
part of my people said you have to make it redder. No, I just I did it for a breast cancer awareness month.
All right,
back
that's
in the
a good
day, and
cause.
it didn't fucking wash out.
Because it's only part of your hair. It's the front hair.
Yeah, it's just a part. Yeah, so I did it for fun, and
Yeah.
I dug it, so I kept it. I can tell you guys enjoyed it when I walked in.
I didn't mind it. No, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't mind.
You've been in Vegas for 11 years now. They were telling me.
Yeah. Oh, 21 in total.
But I mean, 11 years as a
As
residency.
residential, yeah, resident. Yeah, I know.
Wow.
I was like, you know, it's funny when you leave there. 3 times today already, people see me in the street. They're like, "Yeah, you're no show in Vegas anymore." I'm like, "You have one fucking day off." It doesn't mean I quit my job.
Yeah, when are you going back?
3 people already. How come you're not in Vegas? You lost your job? I'm like, no, I'm just.
You going back tonight?
Yeah.
So what do you do? How many weeks a year do you work?
40 something. Yeah.
So you get a few weeks off to relax. Where do you go?
Usually work. You know, it's my week off here, so here I am.
That's awesome.
Fuckers, thanks for having me.
Wait, but they make you do over 40?
Well, they don't make
They don't make them. They pay this motherfucker handsomely.
A lot of money.
I'm thinking you're a little older that you would like go, I got a lot of money, so maybe I want more time off.
I am going to start slowing down. I will say that. Yeah.
Believe me, I would trade Jim Norton dollars for Carrot Top dollars in a second. That's a good gig.
I think he doesn't need Carrot Top dollars anymore. That's my guess. So maybe he relaxes a little bit more.
Dollars.
Now,
That's how I pay for everything.
Do you stay at the
No. I used to. I have a house right now.
Okay, yeah.
How long did you finally wait before you bought a house when you were out there?
Yeah.
It was like 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah, going up and down the inclinator. You know, the elevator goes sideways. It's the weirdest thing.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
I like hotels, though. I like staying in a hotel.
I hate hotels. A lot of comics like living in hotels. They like the idea of
for a certain amount of time. But in Vegas, you'll go crazy in that motherfucker.
You do. And you go up and down with the audience.
Oh,
so that's
right.
kind of sucks.
Plus, there's no privacy.
Fun show or bad show, either way, you're riding with them. Hey, we saw your show last night. It's good.
I would think living in a hotel would be fun for maybe a month.
Iverson used
and
to
then after that,
live in a hotel. Like when he played for the Sixers for years.
It's hard to believe a man with that financial responsibility would make such a poor decision.
No, him and his friends lived on the floor.
Boy, did he go through his money.
Well, luckily he has that Reebok thing he can't touch.
Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He does have Reebok money.
Yeah, he has a built-in trust that he can't touch.
Right.
For like 10 years.
He had smart people around him because they knew he was going to fuck it up.
He gets like $20 million when he turns 50 or something.
Yeah, but he's broke now, but he's now waiting on that money.
Yeah, but I think he's
not
doing,
broke,
but he's getting close to the 50.
I think he's Iverson broke, but like I'm sure he's fine.
He's fine.
Yeah, he's paying his bills.
Plus the lack of privacy in a hotel, right? Because you're so recognizable. You can't go anywhere without people knowing you.
Tell that to Erin Andrews, didn't she?
That's true. Maybe to make it sad, Sherrod. We're all having a few laughs.
I thought I made it sexy.
So what are you doing in town there, Carrot Top?
We were shooting a Jim Gaffigan. You know Jim?
Sure.
Funny guy. We did a scene yesterday with Gilbert Gottfried and a whole bunch of comics. Nickelback was there. And it was
I was just fucking talking about that. Yeah. I don't understand why everybody shits on that. I love Nickelback.
I love them too.
I think they're
on top of them rocking, I've been to the show. They're tremendously nice guys.
They're great live.
Yeah, they're great live. They're nice guys.
Yeah.
They do this thing where you bring up and you throw these beers out to the audience, and it's it's an arena. So they give me a beer. And they're like, I don't know how to throw a beer out, so I'm holding it, and I'm like, how do you take it by the lip, and you literally just, like,
you just chuck it at people.
Like this, and it goes, it'll fly perfectly all the way up to the middle of the arena. But I didn't know that the first couple times I'm just completely covering people with beer. But then I finally got the hang of it. It was
their thing to just throw beer?
Yeah, I saw
Puddle.
I went to go see Puddle of Mud open for them, and then they were awesome. And they have like fucking 15 hits.
I kind of like Puddle of Mud,
Puddle
too.
of Mud's fucking awesome.
I kind of like them.
Oh my god. There's a couple when She Fucking Hates Me comes on, just seeing like just 35-year-old men who lose their fucking.
Let me see them throw their beer.
Oh, there you go. Watch. Are they going to do it now? Yeah. I was on. Oh, you just found this now? Oh, I said chugging beers, yeah. Nickelback.
I don't know if I go for this.
Yeah.
Oh, I go for it.
No, it was fun. The crowd, of course, it's like a NASCAR crowd. They're just going crazy.
And it's just their thing. They have to throw.
There you go.
She just.
I think they do it during the drum solo.
They do it. Yeah, they don't do the whole show.
This guy's trying to. You know what? The drummer must hate that. How many probably petitions like, can we not do this while I'm drumming?
Hello, I'm drumming back here. But yeah, no, it makes it fun, and they're good guys. So yeah,
but they acknowledge that the drum solo stinks.
They get a lot.
That's how they have to.
They get a lot of shit for no reason.
I think because they're Canadian. Because they're Canadian. I think people hate on them.
No, I think, but that's why I was in the episode. The whole episode was about that exact thing. People that get too much shit and grief for things. I was in the thing because I get shit.
You do, right?
I get shit all the time. So it's Nickelback and me and Gilbert Gottfried and
Gilbert
for saying things probably crazy.
Well, because it was a line in the thing. It was so retarded because it's like we're in prison, like really shot in Queens in an actual prison. So there's some stupid line where whoever gets out. Anne Hathaway got out. It's a social outrage jail. So I'm in jail, and he's like, what's social outrage jail?
Yeah.
Which is my Jim Gaffigan impression.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
nice.
Not bad. And I said, it's a different country we live in now. You can't say something offensive or whatever. You end up in jail, in the stupid jail.
Funny.
So it all started with a true story. He was walking with his buddy one day, and he tweeted like something really stupid too. The actual tweet was like, "Hey, to all you girls getting your nails done today, not one man gives a shit," right? And it made all this heat. He's like, "What the fuck?" So he turned the whole into a whole episode about that exact thing. So he wrote the tweet, and we're in the jail. But there's a line where. Because everybody gets out, Nickelback's there, and Anne Hathaway got out yesterday, and they'll be back, everybody comes back, and then he says, except Ben. And we go, Ben who? And he goes, Affleck, and we're like, for some reason, for like an hour, we no one could stop laughing because it's the way he says Affleck. Yeah. So, it was fun. And we didn't have to have your own ID to get in the jail. No one told me that you really need to keep your pass to get your ID back, because I figured there's people for that, right? So I'm leaving, I've been there all day, and like, you have your pass? I said, I don't know. Someone's got to have it. I said, well, no, you should have it. I said, I don't have it. So an hour, I'm in prison. They wouldn't let me leave. Oh. And I said to the guy, I got to go. And he said, well, you can't. And I said, well, I'm staying in prison? He said, well, if you can't.
But didn't they know you were in there? I mean, who else is going to look like Carrot Top?
I know. There's 3 other people that look just like me.
A smart-ass prisoner. Today's the day. Fucking slip on a fucking...
They thought he was the Raggedy Andy killer.
Today's the day.
Sailing down with a wig on.
Fucking guy's like, I knew eventually this would work. Today's the day. No one bought into his plan for 10 years.
It'll never happen, Roy.
Just keeping that fucking wig under his pillow, just waiting for the day.
I'm not attractive to you, but in prison, I'm somebody's bitch.
Oh, please, you're an 11 in prison.
Dude, you're still ripped.
You
still work out as much?
No, I don't work out at all. I haven't lifted weight.
You gave up on the working out.
Completely. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. Because
Vegas.
I looked in the mirror one day. I was like, Jesus Christ! It was like this monster.
Well, don't you do any cardio or anything?
Like I weigh 140 pounds, so I was like, I'm going to go back to weighing.
I just started working out.
Right, but it's fun. Your muscles are hanging in there, though. For someone that doesn't work out.
Yeah, well, I worked out so many years that it's just a little. What do you call that? Muscle memory.
You got addicted to it.
Totally.
Right?
It was just stupid. I had nothing else. Like you did. Part of it is funny because I was in Vegas. I had nothing to do all day, so I said, "Hey, I think I'll do something good for myself."
Do you miss it?
No, not at all.
So what did you replace it with?
It's a full-time job.
Just drugs.
You went the other way.
Just way more fun, less time.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back. Welcome. It's been fun.
What are you really doing with all that time? Because
I really don't. I don't know. I just managed. I don't know.
Work on material bits and stuff.
New jokes, exactly. Building new props for the show.
Do you build stuff or do you just find stuff and go with it?
No, I build. Yeah, I build.
Probably build all of it.
Did you bring some stuff in?
Well, for another show. It's funny. I walked up there like, you bring props to the radio show? I said, yeah.
Hey, we videotape every show.
Well, I can do one here.
You should do one.
Your name came up. I was in a gig in, I forget where we were, and they were talking about how, Birmingham. I had never done it before. They were talking about the club fire.
Isn't that crazy?
Where it was all your shit that was in it.
Yeah, back in 90 something.
Yeah.
What do you mean, all the stuff burned?
This is the weirdest story ever. It's like 92 or 3 or something like that. Birmingham Comedy Club. It was one of the premier comedy clubs in the South, and it was really, to play that club was great. So we get there that morning doing a radio remote, which we don't normally do. They were cooking eggs and doing radio show, and there was a big, huge storm that came through, a snowstorm. So right around 9:30, 10 o'clock, they closed down. We all went back to the hotel, and storm came. They left the ovens on because they're not used to cooking the day or whatever, and the roof caved in, and the whole club went down. The whole club, like the whole club. Like no one told like a strip mall went down. So
the roof caved in from the snow?
Yeah.
Oh, was it the ovens?
Lost all your shit? And all my shit's in there, but I didn't even think about this, right? So the next morning, we're so... I was young, obliterated. We drank so much, and I remember when I opened the door, I had thrown up right at the door. So when I went to open the door, I went... like I opened through the whole thing, and I went, oh, God. And I look up, and my friends look at me like white in the face, and like someone died, That's all I could think of. It's like, okay, who died?
Yeah.
I said, fuck, who died?
Your props.
Yeah, your act. And I said, what happened? They said, the club burned down. And I remember I said, the club burned down. I go, what do you mean down? They go, like down. Like there's no club. I go, well, it's got to be. They said, no, the whole complex. And it was huge. So I said, we can't even go there because we're snowed in. You couldn't get there for 3 to 4 days. So it didn't dawn on me for literally for a good 5 minutes. I'm like, that sucks, man. Bruce Harris. I said, Bruce, oh my God, his club. And my guy's like, dude, your act. And I was like, oh, fuck. Like, it didn't dawn on me that my shit was in there. Like, all my shit that I'd spent years. Like, some of it was like stolen stuff, like things you couldn't replace, you know, like a Crime Watch sign or shit that I'd stolen. So I was like, fuck. So, and I was supposed to do the Tonight Show on Monday.
No.
Oh, wow. So I had to call the Tonight Show and say, I can't do the Tonight Show on Monday because the club burned down. So I remember that night when Jay's on the thing, he's like, yeah, the Carrot Top's supposed to be my phone night, but the club burned down. And they show a picture of me and they're like, was going to be here, but the club burned down, you know. So I had to go back and rebuild, and a lot of the comics in the South actually came back like a big.
Did you finally go back and see
I went back,
the remains of your shit?
I never could get there because it was all.
So you just assumed. Well, obviously
now they found a Carrot Top T-shirt that's framed when you walk in the club.
Burned?
Yeah, just like little remnants of the thing.
Well, it's one of those things where now how long did it take you to rebuild?
Oh, 4 minutes. No. give me a rubber chicken and a tennis racket.
Well, did you go back and redo shit you had already done, or did you have to kind of start over?
What happened was it was inspiring for me because when I actually when I did rebuild, I actually created my creative mind come up with.
And you got to purge. You got to purge all that stuff out. And
a double. I made it with so much better stuff. Well,
everything's made out of metal and fireproof shit now.
Yeah. I put smoke detectors in all the lids.
Oh, that's.
But it was the craziest thing in my lifetime.
Wow.
And all the jokes are going around the club, like they found Gallagher's matches. You know.
How long could you not work
Rip
for?
Taylor was seen on the scene. It took me about maybe 2 weeks to get in. You know.
Oh, to get enough to go out and do gigs. Yeah.
Is that your biggest competition on the road?
People always give me shit for that too. They're like, I was watching the Tonight Show one night as a kid, not a kid, but a couple years when I just got into comedy, and what's his name was on one of my favorite comics, Defending Your Life, Albert Brooks. Albert Brooks is on the Tonight Show, and he's doing this, and he's like, yeah, which makes me think, all my impressions are the same, which makes me think, like, if Carrot Top lost his American Airlines lost Carrot Top's luggage, he wouldn't have an act. And everybody's laughing, and I'm like, well, fuck, I wanted to call in. Well, yes, no shit, dumbass. Yes. Yeah. It's like if the Stones lost their amps, they probably wouldn't do a show.
Yeah. Right.
So it doesn't matter to me.
Well, there's a really weird thing with prop, like, because there's a lot of bad prop comics, but a good prop comic is funny. I mean, like, Legendary Wid's a funny dude, and it's like,
I love the Wid.
Guys will bash it or bash any guitar act just because they think it's cool or makes you look smarter to bash that on principle.
Have you ever done stand-up without the props? In recent years, I mean.
Yeah, it's horrifying.
But you try it?
I do. There's a chunk of my show now that I don't touch anything for a good 20 minutes.
Oh, wow. Oh, do you break that up or is it 20 straight?
20 straight.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Did you just want to do that for yourself?
It just evolved, kind of, but it just kind of happened. I started talking, I had a bit that I kind of went into another bit, and finally I realized, oh, good, this has been fun.
Oh, wow.
I see more stand-up in the show in Vegas than there is ever been right now.
And people don't
mind,
right?
Maybe even more than that, probably. No.
They don't mind.
No.
How many people a night in Vegas?
Oh, like, I don't know, 500 seats? Not bad. For a room like that, you want to have, you don't be, Coliseum like 10.
No, that's perfect.
Every comic, the first thing comics say, how big is your room? That's all they want to know.
500 is perfect, man.
It's perfect.
Perfect for a residency.
Yeah.
And the residency has become red hot out there. My God. It started out as a little thing, and now it's a thing to
actually,
do.
yeah.
What do you got out there? You got Brittany, you got you.
J-Lo.
Who else
do you run into?
J-Lo's doing it now?
Yeah.
Wendy Liebman.
Yeah, J-Lo's out there too now, yeah.
Oh, no, not Wendy Liebman, I'm sorry. Rita Rudner.
Rita Rudner's been there forever.
Celine,
Elton John.
What about
Rod Stewart? I mean, a lot of them.
Terry Fader.
No, he died.
He died?
Wait, he's the one that died, right?
No.
Danny Gans.
Danny Gans.
Yo, you can't do that,
I don't know.
That's why I sort of said it with a question mark.
Christ.
Well, Danny Gans. Yeah,
Danny Gans.
He was a very big impressionist, and he did really well.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I knew him really well.
I never met him.
Yeah, I knew he was a real nice guy.
He was making a fucking shitload, too.
What he died at 40? He was 40
something.
What was it that he died of? Was it with drugs or was it natural?
Well, they never actually came out and said. They said it was some of that. What do you call that fixation when you're? What's the way I want to go?
Carradine one, yeah, with a fucking pair of thigh highs, a belt and a pair of thigh highs and some porn. Deal with this, family.
78.
Wait, that's how I want to go.
He did that.
78 years old.
That's what I heard.
Carrot Top.
I wasn't there, but I heard.
David Carradine.
Did you guys know that?
What?
That Danny Gans did that?
Danny Gans? No, I never heard that.
What, that he was jerking off and choking himself?
No, I didn't know.
I hope to God that's how he went out.
Carrot Top.
I believe it, though.
God bless him if that's how he went out.
That's what I heard. I could be completely wrong.
Jimmy,
I'm
you know
not-
that's how you going out.
I died doing what I loved.
Asphyxiation?
Yeah.
Autoerotic asphyxiation.
Yeah.
She had some drugs in there too.
When you accidentally kill yourself fucking whacking off, because a lot of guys like to be choked. I don't like to choke don't choke yourself. I like someone else to choke me when I'm coming.
I like it to be like a surprise. Like she'll just grab your throat. I'll be like, ooh.
Yeah.
Surprise.
I don't like,
Yeah.
You know it's coming.
I don't like when a girl's like, do you like being choked? Well,
Yeah.
I'm like, well, nobody does.
Yeah.
But like, if you do it, it's awesome.
My idea of choking when I come is jerking off in the ninth inning while I'm striking out. Go ahead, you boys talk amongst yourselves.
Damn, Jimmy.
You guys talk amongst yourselves.
Do you guys get together as a group? Everyone that's out there is
no, usually for funerals and whatnot. When Danny Gans dies and you don't show up,
then everyone shows up.
You know, really, I mean, people always think there's like the old Rat Pack where
Because you're all
get together.
working. But then
we're all
we
working at the same time.
But then it used to be like the old days where you'd get off and it would be like fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. Everybody would eat.
Yeah,
and
there's still
or
something
check
that-
out someone else's show
yeah,
on the night
so we
off.
still
and-
sometimes do that. Yeah.
Who will you go see when you're out
Is
there?
Chris Angel walking around there?
Yeah, he floats by.
Yeah.
Who will you see when you're out there?
I try to go to, I saw Elton John a few times, which is great. You can actually come up and sit on the piano while he's playing, so it's beyond.
No, you can.
Well, I can. This is
Yeah.
true, indeed.
I don't think the average housewife
I'm
from
not getting close to that fucking
Yeah,
piano.
Nebraska
Yeah,
is
it's
sitting
pretty
on
cool.
fucking Elton John's piano.
Lock
Absolutely.
me up.
You can sit on his lap too if you. Well,
Yeah.
anyway.
Depends.
Yeah, but no, I try to see as many shows as I can. A lot of the Cirque shows.
How was him? I didn't like the Cirque show.
Yeah,
You know,
there's
it's
only
funny.
174 Cirque shows. Just one.
I love the Cirque.
I think that they're awful.
I always
It's coming
check
to
out.
Broadway. It's coming to Broadway.
I always
so.
check out a Cirque show when I go out there.
Zoo, what was it called?
Is that people with ribbons like doing
No, it's more than
Fucking
ribbons.
It's more than that, Pete.
It was
You'll love it.
Carradine's nightmare. They're all swinging and fucking that. Fucking,
I got to defend the Cirque shows. They're all right.
I didn't like them.
I always
All right.
liked them.
You're old.
They were hideous. Pete, you'd hate them. You'd hate the Cirque.
I know I would.
The terrible
Fucking
humor.
Skinny women on elephants.
Yeah.
Fucking don't
The
care.
clowns trying to be clowns are never funny. There's a drip and they're like, "What's the drip?" Ugh.
Yeah, Curios.
It'll blow your mind.
Stunk.
Curios.
I like how
Blow your
into
mind.
it you are.
Curios. That's what I told myself all those years. I was only curious.
It was kind of magical.
Different one, Jim.
It was kind of magical, Pete.
Oh, was it Pete?
Yeah,
I
it's
want
magical.
to go. I was the
Will
zoo.
you go? You want to go ironically with me?
I would go with
It's
Pete.
not that. I think you would
You would
like
love
will
it.
go
He's
with
gonna
you
love it.
and you.
Sherrod, you're with me?
They'll love
They're
it.
pretty impressive.
All right, me and Pete, the young guns, will go with old ass Sherrod and Opie while you guys are dabbing your tears. We'll be high fiving, looking at Cooter.
I don't think you would go see something like that ironically. I think you'd be pretty.
He'll fall in love with it. He'll
You'd be
fall in love with
impressed.
it.
I went with my
You
ex.
didn't like it. I
I
remember.
can't with that.
Kuza.
You saw Lion King, money. It was gayer than that shit.
What's the sex
I did
one?
not see The Lion King. You got the wrong type
Never
of
in
white.
your life?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Never
I'm
in
not
life.
that white.
I've never seen The Lion King either.
Well, you were 45 when it came out, stupid.
That's not a bad point. I was an older gentleman.
The Beatles' Love is good.
Yeah.
It's good music.
Who were the guys we had in? We had a Beatles cover band.
They were great. I don't think they were from that show, though. I forget now.
No, they were from another one.
Yeah.
Love, I hear, is awesome.
What they called the water bugs.
What are you trying to tell us?
I used to do a whole joke about it.
Just the worst.
I had a video joke that I came up with years ago. There you go. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, they're great athletes, but I just didn't like it.
Look at that.
Didn't do anything for me.
Jimmy is spectacular.
I did a thing where
tearing down everything we like.
You ever do a joke where you think it's going to work? Like, so I put a video.
Yes.
I put
An hour of them a night.
An hour and a half a night. I put a picture of like the Love Show letting out, and it was
it's funny.
But it was a brawl. It was they were flipping cars and burning trash cans and shit.
Yeah.
Because I said, have you seen this is weird? This is the Love Show last night, and it got let out.
Yeah.
And it was so funny. It had the logo at the bottom, and the crowd would stare at it. I said, because they missed the point.
Oh,
Yeah, that happens once
I
in
heard
a
it
while.
ends with Lennon's face getting blown off, and then they go, "Damn, Lennon!
They just put a D at the end.
Damn, you should have got a restraining order.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby, Lennon."
Yeah, look, he signed my record. Not too shabby.
Hey, were you on the roids, Carrot Top?
No,
back in the
no,
day?
never.
I know the rumors are out there forever, but
No, I never ever was. No, I even took a Penn Gillette, and I had a bet.
you love Penn.
Yeah, me too.
You like Penn, right?
I love Penn.
The best.
I don't really care for the other guy, but I like Penn.
I don't know anything about the other guy. I met him once, and he just nodded.
Yeah, no, they're both
annoying.
really but
It's kind of annoying.
He doesn't say a word. He's got the easiest job in the whole business.
I have answering machine messages from him. I do. He called me to do something.
But isn't he the brains behind the operation?
I think you call him. It's like, oh, here's beep.
Teller comes up with most of that stuff, and then Penn is just unbelievable.
Yeah, no, he's
a genius.
No, he is a genius, and He's a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
We live in Vegas. Yeah, we hang out a lot. But anyway, we had a thing.
I've done a TV show
He said,
with him.
let's do a blood test. And I said,
prove that you're not on roids?
Yeah. I did a blood test, and he's to this day. He's
What
like,
about HGH?
Fucker did a blood test. No, I've really not done anything.
Nothing.
Just for hard work, good eating.
Yeah.
Some type of vitamins, though. Some type of
He did.
vitamins.
Sherrod, you know he did something.
He did something.
He did
Flintstone
something.
vitamins, a couple Dinos.
You replaced your blood or something.
Yes.
You probably did that. Spun some blood.
I spun some blood.
Spun blood.
Spun the blood in Europe. And came back looking all Kobe
But
and
there was
shit.
things that I used to take. There was some things that I used to take at CVS. These pills that were that eventually were banned. So there might have been something in
Which
this.
one was those?
I don't remember.
Horny goat weed. Hey, they were advertisers on my old show.
Oh, are they?
Hey, what are you promoting, by the way?
Horny goat weed, baby.
I don't even know.
They had to get rid of horny
I'm
goat
not
weed.
promoting it. I'm just here like an old-fashioned guy. Just
you're
talking.
saying it. Good.
I like
good,
that.
good.
I'm not promoting anything. I was cut out of a movie though that's coming out today.
Oh, what movie?
The Boss with Melissa McCarthy.
Oh, yeah.
It sucks. I've been cut out of like 10 movies.
Yeah, I got cut too. It happens.
Yeah, I know.
I got cut out of Apocalypse Now.
Seriously?
No.
You had me. I'm like, wow, that's cool.
They used your face for the cover.
Yes, they did.
Yes. Yeah, but I spent like 3 days in Atlanta, shooting this, and I was a centaur, so it was great. I was half horse, half man, and I had to in CGI for like 3 days, and it was amazing. I even trained for it, so I looked.
What?
Yeah, not trained like just to be. I just want to look good.
Yeah.
Wow. And fuck.
And they took it right out.
They called and they said, "Oh, we hate to tell you were cut out of the movie."
At least they told you. They told me when I was doing train wreck, when I was doing ADR, they told me. They don't let you go to the premiere anymore without telling you. Like they used to, the old days, they just let you show up.
Yeah,
and you go there with your family and friends. Here's my scene. I'm in a, fucking car chase. Like,
That's brutal.
oh no. And then
I
someone
just
always
saw
tries
an ad
to.
on a bus, and I just really started crying.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, you get sad.
Yeah, they run the commercials for that now.
They're saying you got to go already?
No, I got nowhere to go.
Who's saying that?
You want me to go?
No, I swear to God, Travis, help me out. Because sometimes we use that.
I was told 10.
Yeah,
No,
sometimes
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Carrot Top. Sometimes we use that trick. Oh, you gotta go. It sucks. But no, I was told you gotta.
Do we have to get other mics hooked up? Can we have two other guests coming in?
Can you do one of your things for us?
Oh, one of my
yeah, we videotape every day.
Yeah, get the bag open,
find
baby.
a good one.
Find a good one.
We have Eliza
This is a tough
Dushku
room,
and
Carrot
Louisa
Top.
Krause.
Tough room on the radio. Here we go.
Tough room.
Edibles in that bag?
It's not any worse than things we say on the radio.
Here's a good one right here. Look at this. This is great. It's a party favor for someone that has asthma. So you go. Right, you got to breathe in this. See, it's a thing with
It's an asthma. It's an asthma network.
I was in an airport in Philadelphia, and waiting to catch a plane. And George Carlin, God bless him when he was alive, I saw him in the distance. Oh, saw him in a distance. This is where radio works. There's a microphone. I saw George Carlin in a distance, and I was like, "Oh shit, it's George Carlin." Fuck. So I got the nerve to walk over, and I said, "Hey, I'm a comic. I just want to say." He goes, "That fucking." He knew this joke. He said, "That fucking asthma joke." And I was like, what? You have some of the asthma inhaler thing? And that's funny shit. And I was like, I never forgot that. I was like, oh my God, George Carlin new my act.
Well, he referenced you. Did you pack your bags? No,
Yeah,
Carrot Top packed them. I was like, what? You must have loved that he referenced you.
Yeah, no, I did. Yeah.
In one of the best specials ever. Yeah. You're all diseased.
Yeah, I was home jerking off, choking myself, listening to that. When he said that. Yeah.
Are you big on being choked or no?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, that's fair enough.
All right. I was pulling something else
do you like it to be...
It's a gay rat trap.
That's very funny. It's a rat trap with a disco ball.
So the rat would see it and say, let's party. Let's go to the party. No, it's a trap. No, it's a party. I did that on Craig Ferguson's show. He kept it on his desk for 5 years.
Did you? That's
Every night
awesome.
it was still there until he got canned.
You had to make another one of those.
I know, right? Yeah, I did. I did. Can I keep that? I said, well, no, fuck, keep it. So I didn't make it.
So you actually make
better improved version of the first one.
Sick.
Now, do you merchandise to the point where you recreate one of these and sell it at?
No, I should.
Yeah.
I've had a few products that people have stolen.
Oh my God, you should.
I know.
Should have been. That would have been fucking
maybe one a year.
I should have years ago honestly done that. There's been probably 10 or 12 actual ones that have become products.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. That proves he doesn't need the money.
One was a bat, right?
He doesn't need the fucking money.
One was a baseball bat when the replacement players played '94, so go how far this goes back. But I made a bat when you swing it, It made a crack noise. I said, this is for a replacement player, so it sounds like something's going to fucking hit out there. And it killed, and next thing you know, Whammo has a bat for kids. He's swinging. He goes,
yep, and it goes, wow. That's right.
Like, fuck, I wrote that.
That's right.
You could have been into some of that Whammo money.
My recent one, which I think is so goddamn, it's just the stupidest thing, which is, I used to even say, this is not that funny, but it's like, it was just a toilet paper. Some people like toilet paper going over, and some people like it under.
Right.
So I just made one on a thing.
A spin. And they made that now.
And
that's
I
right.
used to say it's the toilet paper flipper. And the whole crowd would go,
what's wrong with you? You could be on Shark Tank.
And then that's we're pitching to go on that show to do some of the newer ones.
Okay. How is that not just a thing that people just take it out and turn it around?
Well, what's happened, because I know I've been doing this for, since 86. So I think a lot of people, you do all these shows, especially the big ones like Tonight shows or Regis and shows like that. They see me do these goddamn things all the time. And people are sitting in their office going, hey, let's make a... I've got a few of this right now. Every night I do it, I'm like, fuck, someone's going to take this.
I'm really surprised you never went down that road. Because like Spencer Gifts is...
That's exactly what I should.
That's like a lot of Carrot Top type of stuff.
I know.
And if you had one of those, you'd make some real... He doesn't need the money. That's
I do.
That's
really
what we're missing here.
Right when I leave here, I'm going to
give a fuck.
He was making $100 a fan at colleges, but before I started comedy.
Carrot Top is making a tremendous
amount of money.
So he's had a great life, and
what
he's
are you doing with all your money, man?
I'm putting it back into the show. I'm building gay rat traps. These aren't cheap, These gay rat traps.
What's the one thing you splurged on after really coming into the money? The one thing where you're like, I'm fucking doing this.
Probably just a house, yeah.
Just a really sweet house.
Not a big house, no. I just have one car, yeah. Not a big car. I mean, I love cars, but I don't have like a
not like a big car guy.
I mean, I am, but I have one car. I just drive one car.
We get a break, I think.
But I have a little house on the lake in Florida. It's nice.
Beautiful.
All right.
Yeah, we got a break. If you want to stick around,
the Carrot Compound.
You're more than welcome to.
You want to stick around?
Sure.
Okay, good. We got Eliza coming in, Dushku.
Eliza Dushku and Louisa Krause. They're Jane wants a boyfriend. It's about an autistic girl and her sister. I guess one's like, it's like a comedy drama. They call it a dramedy, but I hate that word.
I'm going to get so quiet when she comes in.
Why? You like
her? Just be staring.
Because she's hot.
Yeah. I'm going to get so...
You get intimidated by the hot ones?
No, this is a nostalgic one.
For Pete, he's always liked her.
I'm embarrassed.
That's the way I felt when Ethel Merman came
out.
We're not going to bring that. We won't bring that up when she's in.
Oh, I know you will. You fucking jerk offs.
We'll let you be. We'll let you have your moment, and we're not going to embarrass you right there.
Sometimes your childhood fantasies
come true.
Yeah, we had Ethel Merman come in when I was first at NEW, and she was firing eggs out of her cunt.
It's a dream come true, Jimmy?
It really was, yeah. They let me hold the ring she fired them through.
There's no! Light it!
I didn't have faith in that joke, so I said the C word.
We had the Fonz in here the other day.
Did you really?
I love
Henry Winkler.
But Ronnie brought it up last night. He's not the Fonz, though. You want him to be the Fonz, even a little bit.
No, yeah.
Henry Winkler.
He's not even close to that
Hollywood
character.
Squares I used to do with him. He was great.
Yeah.
He produced that show.
We love him. All right, we got to take a quick break. We'll continue. Whatever. We got a full room. My God. Pete Davidson, Sherrod Small, Jim Norton, Carrot Top.
Oh, we
decided to stay. Yes.
And also now we have coming in, I guess, Eliza Dushku and Louisa Krause.
Yes.
Oh shit.
We should get them right in. We're running out of show already. This was action packed.
Flew by.
Hello. Hey guys.
Oh my goodness.
Hey gals, I should say. Yes. They're prettying up the room here.
This is exciting.
Hello.
Hi.
Did you really mean this is exciting?
She pointed to everyone but me. She goes, I know some of your faces. You should have just said, I recognize all of you, but that thing I've never seen before.
Here, get the, let's pop the mic up.
I'm going to turn my back to you.
Hello.
I feel like I really
It's all good. You stay. Just do your thing. You do your thing.
We got girls in the studio.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, Pete, it's funny you recognize Pete, Eliza, because he likes you very much, and he's very shy about it.
Well,
Hi, you're SNL.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
You're in there, Petey.
I knew this would work. I think you're great. Very great.
Thank you.
I was 11 when Bring It On came out. Well, that's not a way to flatter someone. I'm a fucking idiot. No, it was great.
No, we just did like the 15-year anniversary photo shoot, and we were all like, "We look fucking good." Like,
absolutely.
Can I cut this radio? I can.
Please do.
Yeah, we were feeling ourselves. We were feeling like we've done.
You're like we kept ourselves
done something
together.
Right? Yeah.
Gabrielle Union looks the same.
Yeah, that's a good-looking cast.
Kirsten, Jesse.
Oh, that's right.
You like the dimples?
Dimples? Yes.
You like her dimples?
You guys fucking
Are
suck.
you totally messing with
No,
him?
Pete was afraid that he was very nervous that you were coming in. He got very.
We're just happy
Fucking
we
hate
finally
you guys.
got something on him because he takes some heavy hits in here. The son
I
of a
take
bitch.
pretty heavy hits.
But he's a little shy today.
Yeah.
A little shy. A little bashful. You see, he's not even looking at you.
Can't.
Cannot.
Really?
Can't.
He's looking away.
Because you're ruining it.
All right, I'll shut up.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna ruin your
Let me
moment.
enjoy this.
It's like when your
okay,
parents
let's
tell somebody that you tell a girl you like her.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the fucking worst. My
like-
grandpa used to, like, when a girl would come over, my grandpa would be like, your girlfriend's here. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, my parents would say that when other boys came over. Like, Mom, what are you doing?
Keep that on the QT, Mom.
So, are you guys going to be
Sorry.
a Jane Wants a Boyfriend audience? You I'm
you're bringing
Eliza,
it to
my
your-
lovely sister Louisa Krause here.
Hey,
It's
Louisa.
the last time I've had a sister on camera, and she's lovely and talented.
Tell us about the
and
movie, please.
We have an awesome movie.
Yeah. Tell us about
I mean,
it.
we could sit and talk about like boy crushes and shit, but I thought we could also.
But let's
talk
make
about
sure
this
we promote
awesome
the movie. Yeah.
Well, you play.
Yeah.
Why aren't you playing someone? You're autistic. You play it.
Yes, I'm on the spectrum.
So what?
Jane is on the spectrum.
How did you play it? Like, because there's different types of.
He does it every morning without.
Well, when you meet someone with Asperger's or who's on the spectrum, you're meeting one person who's on the spectrum. So we're all just individuals, and I mean, I watched a few films, and we had a great on-set sort of sounding board, and Jarrett Kerr wrote this really honest script. So it was pretty easy.
Which films did you watch to get ready for this?
Well, Temple Grandin.
Good old Temple.
I also, yeah, of course, Temple Grandin. I also watched. I can't remember the name of this documentary.
The one where Rosie O'Donnell rides a bus?
Oh, God,
no. Favorite.
That was pretty brutal.
It's our favorite.
And then I also talked to the woman who inspired the film, her sister.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah.
So what did you do that was like had Asperger's? Like, because I heard like D.L. Hughley talks about his son having Asperger's, and these like people they talk very close, or they just don't understand like personal space, and there's these different ways that people know you have that.
Right. And it's also hard to look people in the eye.
Yeah.
And there are triggers that can set off sort of having a fit. It's just hard to be in a place with a lot of stimulation.
Different things, of course,
Yeah, different things for different people.
Could they have come up with a better name for it?
Yeah, that's probably it's named after a guy.
Asperger's. Like, anything else would have worked.
Yeah.
I have a problem. I have a problem.
That's the guy's name. It's just an awful name.
There's a texture thing.
Was it
too.
a guy's name?
ASP, I think. Right?
Oh, really? Well, they should have used his nickname, maybe.
Yeah.
Nick.
Dickhead. Right. It's a texture thing as well. Certain foods they can't eat, I guess. Right?
Yeah. Or they love routine. I think a lot of them. Routine, and I like grilled cheese. Jane likes grilled cheese. Good old grilled cheese sandwich.
You know what texture I don't like? Like, you ever touch your tongue to a napkin or a tissue? I don't mean to ruin the show. I'm just asking. It's a texture I don't like.
We must have all done that at some point.
But it's a texture that's just, it freaks me out. By the way, this is the reaction attractive women normally have whenever I speak to them. That was just revulsion and not too sure what to say. How do I get away from this guy?
So that's.
I thought it was a good question.
Well, we're talking texture. I didn't know that was a whole
That's
thing.
your texture thing.
So a napkin is the texture that your tongue tastes.
I just
that
don't,
we should be concerned about.
I don't like. Yeah, well, that is the irony. The things that my mouth is tolerated for a napkin to do it is really just it's kind of God's little joke.
Did you ever stick your tongue on a cold pole in the winter?
I never have, but until I heard cold pole, there was very few things I would have said no to. No, but that's that scene from Christmas. What is it?
Yeah.
Christmas Story.
Christmas Story.
Yeah.
No, I think I was
would
too
be a
smart
bad
for that.
texture.
Yes, but dry ice I've touched, which is probably a similar thing. And that's
that's
very
right.
uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable. Yeah.
So when you're doing it, are you afraid that you're playing? That's a hard thing to play. It's like playing somebody who's mentally retarded. Like, you're afraid you're going to do something that's like, oh, this is just a caricature.
Somebody say, bring back the tard a little. You're going too tard. You're going full tard.
Well,
No. I mean, well,
Yeah, they said it exactly like that, Sherrod.
I believe it.
We had a great editor, and I think Will working with Will is so fantastic because he sort of lets you go in a bunch of different directions, and then they really craft the performance in the editing room. So I gave him a lot of options.
Okay.
But yeah, I just wanted to be as truthful and realistic and just say the words and be honest. And
I feel like we shot, and by we, I mean you, shot different levels of it, though. And I mean, I was nervous going into it because I have a lot of people that are really close to me that, not a lot, but I have a few people that have Asperger's, and I didn't want to be that movie where they saw it and went like, how offensive, or how you really got it wrong, or
it's a cartoon. It just doesn't look right.
Exactly. And it's really common. I mean, I feel like, and autism is something that I believe
it's all around us.
It's becoming more and more
it's
common.
In this room.
And,
Jimmy goes, oh yeah.
And the relationships and the dynamics are really what we sort of focus on in the movie, and how, as sisters and as family, how you treat someone as normal, but not, because you don't want to say you're not normal, but there are special ways that you have to adapt to relating to that person. And my character, for instance, she's her older sister. She's protective, but how do you be protective and compassionate and not a total dictator bitch? And we find that balance of being both, and find that balance of how we interacted and what level of. Yeah, I mean, because you don't want to call it crazy. You don't want to call. There's so many things.
In the hood,
so many
we call
ways
it
you can
can't
get it
right.
wrong.
You said he can't get right.
Can't get right.
Can't get right.
Can't get right.
Yeah, that's how we diagnosed it.
Jane has sometimes
that must have been a heavy thing to
yeah, sometimes.
But what's right?
I think of
what's right and what's wrong. It's we create these socially acceptable norms.
And it's even more brutal
right.
when they're like, before they got even diagnosed, they didn't even know what this was.
Yeah,
I can only imagine like
what
these people went through.
Of course, Dan Aykroyd. Dan Aykroyd has been really vocal about being Asperger's, and he's like, it's part of the reason I am as successful as I am, and as big of a success as I am. He's like, I would go on stage and I would say shit like I saw it, and I would say it like it was, and people thought that was hilarious. And he said, I'm laughing all the way to hundreds of millions of dollars in the bank.
I think I'm self-defeating because I think I have Asperger's and cowardice. So the one advantage I could have, I destroyed because I'm afraid he can.
I just learned that Aykroyd had this. I didn't either. Anyone else know this?
I didn't know. Maybe he told her that in a private conversation. She just outed Dan Aykroyd.
No, I think he's talked about it. And
I had no idea.
He's pretty open about it.
We had him in
Seinfeld's open about it too.
Yeah,
I think
he probably has.
But Seinfeld backed up a little bit on that.
Right.
He said that he thought he was on the spectrum, and then it took off, and then I don't know. You're gonna talk to him?
He was just kidding.
Yeah, it might. I don't know.
He's got something going on.
He's so brutally
that wife.
honest.
He's got that wife going on.
Long before her. There's that story at the Cellar one night. He's there, and some guy's like, "Can I take a picture?" And the guy's like, "Yeah." And he goes, "We don't know each other. We don't have to touch."
Oh yeah, he don't like
just
touching.
like, that awesome honesty.
That is true. He don't like touching like strangers like that.
No, I know that.
It's kind of refreshing, and I think that's one of the things you do so beautifully in the film. Like it's so lovely, and this whole, basically Jane comes in the beginning of the film and decides that she's ready for a boyfriend. And her family kind of goes like, what do we do? Do we find someone else who's Asperger's? But she has this like beautiful, this beautiful nature about her, and Gabriel Ebert ends up playing her boyfriend, and he's this amazing actor, and he is not, but Asperger. He's just like utterly charmed by her and by her,
uniqueness.
Yeah.
My quirkiness.
And he's been dating the bartenders at his job, and the drunk morons, and not that all people without Asperger's are drunk morons, but he's been dating, all these other women, and he's really struck by,
How emotional was that doing that for how long did you film? I mean, that's a heavy character to be in like that for a month or so?
Yeah. Well, I definitely stayed in it most of the time. And even, it was so interesting at the rap party, I couldn't even, I was like, this is so weird because I'm finally really looking at people in their eyes.
For the first time.
Yeah.
For the first time.
Yeah, well.
So are you like that off camera too? Like whatever it is you're doing, like Daniel Day-Lewis will be Lincoln for 6 months or whatever. You don't come out of it?
I mean, on set, pretty much. I think I usually try to at least keep the energy, but I vibrate on whatever frequency I need to be for the character. But
yeah, so I mean, it's got to be tough.
Imagine how annoying Lincoln is in character
as myself.
It's like, what would you like to eat for lunch? Well, I would like to have.
Do you have any molasses, Daniel?
What do you want? Asparagus.
This is fun. You guys, this is like a party in here.
And a nice young boy for old Abe.
Is there any laughs in the movie?
Oh, yeah.
You got some laughs going on?
Plenty of laughs.
Good.
Yeah.
Now, who plays the parents? Who's the parents in the movie?
Polly Draper, and who's our dad? Oh God!
You sound like a black kid.
You sound like the black kid.
Just say you're still in character. That's funny.
Jesus fucking Christ, Roland.
What is Roland doing?
Why that?
But it's not like bah-ha-ha humor. It's kind of, again, the situational,
like ironically funny.
It's truthful humor.
Yeah, it's truthful.
Yeah.
When you were a kid, this is Mitt Romney was really your pastor?
he was our bishop growing
What
up.
are you talking about?
Wow.
Lions. What?
Yeah.
I'm not. Who would lie
was
about
your-
that? Yes,
that's what
Mitt
I said.
Romney was my bishop.
Well, I said I told this
brag.
What rich church did you go to?
The Mormon church.
They
weren't rich. He was and is, but he basically, my mother and he did not share the same politics. He was like my first crush. I used to name my Ken dolls Mitt. And
Mitt.
I didn't know until I knew what he was saying, and then it changed. But he and my mother would go like head to head on the cover of the Boston Globe because she was my mother's kind of a democratic socialist feminist Mormon, and they weren't friends, and they wrote a book about him years later. And in the book they called it the Dushku gerrymander, where he redrew the church lines to like get Mama Judy Dushku out of his church.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The same thing they're doing in Florida with the fucking sons of bitches. He started in church.
Well, didn't she start? She wrote an article about him where she kind of exposed the fact that he was trying to get somebody to have an abortion or not to have an abortion, even though they were like there was a big medical issue and their health was threatened. Like, he was a real asshole.
Was a close friend of my mom.
I sat next to him on a plane one
And
time.
he was an asshole about that.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah, if he's trying to get someone who's legitimately sick,
right,
whose health is threatened to not get an abortion on religious purposes, he's a fool.
And that leads you. I think you're into Bernie Sanders, right?
I am a big Bernie Sanders
He's
supporter.
not looking too good right now, unfortunately.
Yesterday was tough.
That was a tough day.
Ohio would have been
He
huge.
needed it.
Yeah.
So are you kind of giving up on that as far as the reality of him?
No, I'm not giving up on him. I mean,
Not on him, but the reality that he's going to be the nominee.
I'd rather not comment, but I will say, I mean, everyone sort of is saying the similar thing. He's been great for Hillary. I think there's still a number of things with Hillary that I need to see.
I don't think it's over.
Like
yet.
what? Like what do you?
You don't think it's over?
Not over.
I don't think it's over. I don't think it's over yet.
I won't burn.
I was doing my Clinton impression.
Yeah. I don't think it's over. I just did an interview where someone said, would you vote for Hillary if Bernie is out? And I don't know. I wasn't feeling good about answering, but I said, I don't know yet because I just feel she's disingenuine to me.
Yeah.
And the longer things go on, I'm just really concerned. She's in bed with a lot of people, so to speak. She
Not
just
Bill, but everybody else.
And the creepy cackle at the last debate, it was just too much.
What was the cackle?
This creepy cackle when Bernie was giving his like standing like drop the mic, walk off stage, like
It's creepy. You haven't seen this? We'll find it real fast.
I don't know what you mean. I've always found her public speaking. We had Jerry Springer on the phone this morning, but he raised the point. He said Lincoln had a shit speaking voice because whenever Hillary talks, it just bugs me. But I'm like, that's kind of shallow to not like her because she can't speak loud. He's like, that's
super
not
fucking shallow. But
sounds awful.
there's other things that are.
That's what bugs me about her.
I don't think she knows who she is when she's out there in front of people.
That's what I
think
feel
she's like almost like acting like I think I'm supposed to be like
She's
this.
a chameleon taking on,
And then every once in a while she makes weird noises. This is it, right? Listen to this really fast. It's quick.
She wrote that in 2008. By the way, she wrote that in 2008.
Fucking creepy.
But wait a minute.
She's
I
like
don't want
an
to
M. Night
dominate this
Shyamalan
room.
grandma.
No, you might be a Hillary
Wait.
supporter, and it's not. I don't want it to be a battle
wait a
within
minute.
our party because I certainly would rather anything than Trump or Ted Cruz. I think they're.
I still think Rubio's
dangerous.
got a chance, doesn't he?
No,
Rubio's
Rubio's done.
Yeah,
If he wins Florida, right?
If everyone else dies, he still comes in
It's so
third.
weird, right? If everybody else dies, he still doesn't have a shot.
No, he does not.
Yeah.
But my mother was a political science professor for 47 years.
Can we find those
Not-
clips of that where Rubio said for over a month now, trust me, I'm going to win Florida, and you're going to talk about everyone that said I'm not. You're going to eat your words. And I want to find that.
Yeah. He said it wasn't God's will or something for him to be president.
They're all awful. Are you sure she wasn't cackling? Like was she on a delay? So like sometimes you're on one of those IS.
Yeah, you get
it's
on
like
a
a
loop.
minute delay.
Get on a loop.
delay.
Jimmy, it happens too many times. All of a sudden, she'll break out with some weird noise or laugh.
She just trying to,
It's really strange. Or that robotic tone she uses. That
I think Hillary might mean well. It's It's hard voting for it. It's hard to vote for any Bush or Clinton again.
I just don't like the last name.
Hard to vote for anyone.
I want somebody else.
More than talking negatively about Hillary, I think Bernie's a beast. I think he's so...
He is, but the South is not going to... They're not... I mean, that's...
And the South really should. I mean,
They
he's
should. They
so...
usually happy.
He is cool as shit.
It's the Jewish thing. Let's not dance around
I think
it.
it's the socialist thing.
He's consistent.
That too.
He's
the furthest left, like, ever.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't know. I mean, time will tell the tale.
This is
Guy who knows nothing about politics.
There you go. That's a great, way to wrap it up.
Not too shabby, man.
Not too shabby.
We will live and learn.
Oh, man.
I would be tempted to vote for him if he was younger, but I'm just a little nervous.
Bernie seems
Ageist.
at all.
No. A 75-year-old socialist has very little to lose by throwing my money. I want to keep some of my money, but I think he's a good guy.
But he's the most sincere out of all.
I would vote for him or Trump.
Really
Who cares about the people, man?
I feel like you're
He's
looking
not-
at. I feel like you're looking at the real person when he talks.
Yeah.
And these other people, you don't know what part they're playing half the fucking time.
Absolutely.
I'm a Spiro Agnew guy. That's
You like Spiro Agnew?
Spiro. But what does this have to do about Jane wants a boyfriend?
I mean, I guess, yeah. It dominates my social media, the burn. But yes, this is
good for
this is
you,
all
though.
about our-
Did you guys hang out before? Here's like a real rookie question. Did you guys hang out before so you were more comfortable playing as sisters, or did you just do it on set because you're talented actresses?
Yeah, we had lunch. We read through the script.
Now, have one of you guys ever dated someone with Asperger's before in real life? Or would you consider it?
Maybe I have.
The more you learn about Asperger's, whatever, the more you realize, oh, that's what was. I just thought you were an asshole. Oh, you have. That's why. I didn't.
We come from a time that it wasn't labeled yet.
Ray Romano had Asperger's in Parenthood. He was really good with that.
Ray Romano?
His character in Parenthood had Asperger. Oh, yeah. And you couldn't get
I heard
feelings.
that show is amazing. I haven't watched it.
It makes you cry.
Are you obsessed?
It's a crying show.
What's Parenthood?
Parenthood? It's like a really nice show.
It's like
that's what
show.
Dak Shepard does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 30-something for this generation.
It's just nothing you said that I registered.
Nothing? You would
Parenthood.
would absolutely.
Oh yeah, there you
hate
go.
That show is.
Oh, I've seen the poster for that.
Yeah, it doesn't look
They should
like
have more people in it.
It's called The Wife.
What the fuck is that?
It's a bus stop.
God almighty,
They got 20 people in the post.
That's the most people I've ever
Call it
seen.
Neighborhood.
Yeah, it's like a Coke commercial.
They're
in
like
the
a
70s.
Mormon family.
Yes.
Like 15 people.
Easy back there.
I see Mitt Romney.
Is there sex scenes in this movie?
Asperger's sex scenes?
Well,
Actually,
Is there a
a
kiss
little
scene?
bit. Actually, there is a little bit of one.
Explain.
You don't really see it.
But is there?
My character doesn't.
Do you get to kiss at least?
It's always.
Do you look at him?
Yeah, I do for a
cool.
second.
Yeah. Is it hard to not look and kiss at the same time?
Geez, now I don't even understand what you're saying.
She went back into character.
I'm not a good interviewer.
She could go in and out of this character when she
I
wants.
think Asperger's would be awesome. I would love to just not make eye contact all day. My girlfriends would never know when I'm lying constantly. So I give myself away.
But you know what's so wonderful is that people that I know with Asperger's and even playing this character, there is just they are brilliant. There's a brilliance in
I
them.
agree.
There's this and it's almost this innocence too. That's so. There's a brilliance in that, and I totally admire people that are dealing with people on the spectrum and people who are on the spectrum, and I felt like it was a gift to be able to portray someone on the spectrum. It was nice to be able to escape in.
Let's recreate that scene. I'll be the guy.
And we've had some people that have seen the movie and they feel that are on the spectrum and they feel that it's a good representation. That's a big relief.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah, 'cause you
and
don't
it
want
comes
people
out
to
March 25th in 10 different cities. And then it will also be on VOD on Amazon and iTunes and Comcast, and so you're
Awesome.
all gonna get it and
good
watch
old
it.
VOD.
Damn right, I'm watching it.
Are you going back? Are you really going back to
Definitely.
college for a degree?
I am
for
back
sociology?
in school part-time right now for sociology.
I'm amazed
You
that-
are on my...
I'm amazed that people do that. Like Duff McKagan went back to get his degree. Like such a successful person goes back and says, "I want to." I respect
a little
that.
knowle in another field or whatever, or something you always liked that you couldn't really explore.
I'm going to go back to community college.
I should go
I got a
back.
B and
I should go
3
back,
Fs. It was not good.
The home economics teachers was asking about it.
No, but I'm amazed that what made you want to do that?
I tripped and fell into the business when I was 9, and I never really thought I wanted to do this, and I then was enrolled in school before I got Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I withdrew to move out to California to do that. And then for 15 years, I was saying I'm going to move back to Boston and go to school, and I just did.
Oh,
nice. In Boston?
Mm-hmm.
We go to Emerson?
No.
No.
You're your mother's daughter.
I am my mother's daughter.
Your mother's daughter.
It's cool because she retired and she went out and I came in.
Yeah.
So it's been.
Is she happy to back in?
I knew the vibe.
Yeah.
But you're still acting.
Yeah, we have the film, and then I head to Africa tomorrow, and when I come back, Banshee will be starting to air on April 1st.
Whoa, you going where tomorrow?
I'm going to Africa tomorrow.
Okay, tell all my people I said what up. Send my regards.
Are you just hanging there, or are you filming something?
No, my mother started a nonprofit in northern Uganda.
Your mother's daughter!
And I'm leading the first trip there. So,
oh my God, she's just a nice person.
That's amazing.
That's what I need. I need a good woman in my life, because you could convince me to go to Africa and do stuff for free. That's a good thing to have. People who do positive
maybe
stuff.
I'll convince you regardless. You could let's talk and brainstorm about what you feel like you could bring. It's all non-medical integrative therapy for former child soldiers.
Oh, really?
Think on it. We'll discuss.
Well, all I can comment on that is I think that kid got fucked by not getting a nomination for Beast of No Nation.
Oh my God,
he was great. They gave it to that fucking dumb Bridge of Spies. What's that?
She's going there. She's going there to get something done. I'd go there to just look at giraffes.
Yeah, she's actually helping people.
She's actually helping
no
people.
Giraffes in that region, but we could maybe find you something.
They're telling us we have to wrap up.
But do you guys know Banshee? Do you guys know Banshee?
No, what is it?
I know of. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Great show on Cinemax.
Yes.
It's in its final season.
One of my friends is on that show.
Word? Who?
Fucking black girl.
That's a hell. You guys sound really close. Cicely Tyson.
No.
Oh,
shit.
Okay.
And you know what?
Whoopi Goldberg.
We used to mess around too, which is even worse.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Why would you say that?
Yes, well, whoever she is.
I'm
living it now.
She's all right. So whoever she, what manic depressive is on that show?
Billions. I'm on Billions.
Oh, you're on Billions. Our friend Dan. Do you know Dan Soder?
Oh wait, you're the.
No, I don't.
Good.
Our friend's on.
That's all I needed to hear.
Afton Williamson?
I don't know.
Oh, don't throw the name out.
Yeah, Dan Soder, our pals on Billions.
Cool.
Afton Williamson?
You're
know
a dick,
Afton?
Sherrod.
Maybe it was a different season. She's on Billions. We're talking.
Oh no, not Billions. We're on a different show now.
Oh, Billions is the one with the guy that looks like Vin Diesel, but is not Vin Diesel.
Wait, Billions? Right? What do you play on Billions?
Showtime.
I play Malin Ackerman's
daughter,
sister. Her character's sister. So
that's how I know you. Of course.
How good was Malin Ackerman in the comeback? Did you ever see the comeback?
I never saw it.
Oh, it's a fucking masterpiece.
She's the coolest though. She's such a rad chick. I love her.
She was great. We had her in. She's all right.
Yeah, she's very.
You guys got to leave. They're saying.
Come back with Lisa.
Who's gonna leave?
I'm dying to talk.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed.
I swear the only one who's ever made me more uncomfortable is Gervais in the original Love. She's phenomenal in that. That's so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Do you see the whole first season?
Yes, I did. And then when they redid then when they redid it, how many years later? It was
10 years later.
Genius.
It's just when she's doing the improv.
Did we lose you over there? Does he just sometimes tune out?
I'm very, very invested.
Yeah, he's very proud of his genitals. He tweets photos on his
I
accounts.
just looked over and I was like, I guess the interview is over.
We chose to let him enjoy this instead of being
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We wanted Pete to be comfortable. He's a good boy.
He's really intimidated.
He's hiding under his
you.
hood now.
Yes, I am.
See, he put his hood up and everything. He just doesn't want anyone to acknowledge him.
Shine, baby.
You guys really have to go. They're telling me.
Thank you. You guys are so rad.
We're wrapping up.
Thanks for letting us be part of the
Jane
party.
Wants a Boyfriend in theaters and VOD March 25th.
You got it.
All right.
We just
Come
wrap
back and
up.
see us. Yeah, I guess we're done. Anybody need a plug? Everyone good?
I'm back.
Yeah, wait, we got Ann Coulter on today on Race Wars.
Race Wars tonight. Yes,
Ann
please.
Coulter's coming on.
7 o'clock tonight with
right here in the studio.
Sherrod Small and Kurt Metzger.
Lucky y'all.
Carrot Top just wandering around New York City.
Get that.
Jimmy's got the week off. And
I'm shooting, but I'm
April 30th. Get that second show before it's gone.
In Wilbur Theater, Boston.
Let's take a pic before we.
All right, we're just out of here. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow.